son of a bitch.
Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Because you are my friend.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 9 of the Super Enabler Bros show. I'm Jason of Corpse Flight Gaming, accompanied by my excellent co-host back out there in the bush. It's Chris the Old Ass Retro Gamer.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going.
It's been going pretty good.
Special day today.
Special.
Special.
Why is it such
special?
Why is today's extra special? Because we get to hang out.
Well, other than that, yeah. Today's my birthday.
Oh my god! I am so fake surprised.
I'm glad to see it.
Happy birthday, bro.
Bruh.
I'm gonna put in some audience cheering here with all my crazy editing skills.
Yeah, it'd be like doing the whole like yay from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
It could be the angry crowd from Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. And then one guy just yelling, "I'm angry." That was the worst crowd ever. Yeah. So what you been up to lately?
Watching some stuff, playing some stuff. Actually got to see a movie in a theater.
Cool. You spending that money, I guess?
Yeah, a little bit.
Which buying some stuff too?
Yeah, buying some stuff. Did a little game hunting with the Captain Algebra yesterday.
Life is returning to normal for you, sounds like.
We also wanted to get food while we were out, but our options were limited because not a lot of places were actually letting you eat inside. Yeah,
it's a lot of patio stuff.
Yeah.
So
and it was hot as balls out here yesterday, so we were like, no outside stuff.
Yeah, I feel that. It got pretty humid again after being really nice for about a week. Naturally, in the weekend when I got to be outside a lot because, pizzas. And then I got rained on. So I was either getting wet with sweat or wet with rain because it was so out of games. Oh, I get wet from the games. They got me perspiring, but you know what? Really,
just the drool appearance. That face for that Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
Well, actually, what really got me perspiring was that DC Fandome, but we'll talk about that later.
Squish.
So yeah, besides that, since our last episode, I've actually went on out of town trip. So that was the first time I've gone out anywhere since end of March. And I went to a game store and it got ridiculous pretty quick.
As things tend to do.
And then I went to the other one and bought absolutely nothing. But the first one was quite a bill, but it was a good time. Besides that, I finally got all my mail. I'm pretending that there's more of that cheering that I'm gonna. I just I shot myself in the foot saying I'm gonna edit it in. Now I gotta figure out how to do.
Now you gotta.
Now I gotta get skills. Shit.
Get learned.
Damn, I should have had some ready on my phone. Just some really cheap YouTube up cheering. But yeah. So yeah, it's been pretty exciting to get all that crap that I ordered as much as a year ago almost. And that has been sitting since May. I'm actually going to do a pickup video pretty soon. Yeah. I might either do a pickup video or maybe I just do a live stream and just talk about some shit.
I'm actually going to have a live stream this month, at the end of this month, for my pickups because I actually bought some stuff.
I was about to set myself on fire and protest if you did not. I'm so sick of this shit.
There's actually stuff to talk about now.
It's been weeks, Pico.
I know, right? Come on. I have a schedule to keep.
Yeah. It was every week like clockwork on Thursday while I was working that I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, I actually got messages from people saying like, "Are you streaming tonight?" Like, no, they're over.
Add some more letters after Z, and I'll buy those movies too.
What's the Scientology alphabet?
You could do your PS5 pre-order collection. Ooh, look at my! You could just have a screen with your
That's
Amazon.
Big zero right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, not a whole lot. I got pre-order that's left on my Amazon list, but I had a pretty lengthy one. But now all that's left for me to come out is Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remaster, Avengers, and Cyberpunk Collector's Edition, and then RPG Maker, which is apparently actually coming out because Daria Plays RPG's got a review code for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, it exists?
It's a thing? It's not like some vaporware thing?
Maybe this has just been they're trying to do some kind of viral marketing by like making you not even believe the game existed anymore before.
And then it comes out of nowhere and slaps you in the face.
Just shadow dropping it on us. So
yeah.
I'm hoping that soon. I don't know. On Amazon, I think it still says December 31st, 2020, which is when they're like, I don't know when it's coming out. Maybe this year, maybe like at the very last bit.
Depends on the vid.
Yeah, so is that. And then, the only other thing I think I've got on pre-order is Metroid Prime 4 still. It's just
I still got that.
It's just the logo.
That pre-order is so old. It was from before Amazon canceled that Prime pricing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the last game I have.
That's how old it is.
If I don't get that 20% off, I'm going to be so mad about it. Too.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was a pre-order price guarantee. No, I want it for free.
Sons of bitches. Papa says.
Yeah. No, then now it's been so long. Like when it's actually closer to coming out, there'll be a sweet collector's edition. And they'll be like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I think the only other pre-order I have that I don't know when it's coming out is a PSVR game that I pre-ordered called Blind.
Oh, cool. Speaking of PSVR, I actually saw that a new Walking Dead game is on pre-order. I think The Walking Dead Onslaught. I'm still waiting for the one that just came out a little while ago. Saints and Sinners, I think it's called. It looks awesome, and I've heard good stuff, but it ain't on a disc. So that sucks. And it's way too expensive to just go, I don't mind getting it digital. No. When it's new game price of like $70, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. But if for like $10, I'll gladly grab it. But is what it is. So, what did you think about that DC Fandome? I thought it was more special than the Xbox games showing for their Series X crap.
I'm trying to put together my thoughts. I think I got it. Oh
yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even like paying that hard of attention to it because I was just like,
everything with me was after the fact. I was just kind of like, whatever. I didn't even know what it was supposed to be. I just thought it was going to be some comic book thing.
I knew there was going to be something about the new Batman movie, but
I knew they were talking about the Justice League.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So I was just like, I mean, it was one of those things like, I'll check a summary. I wasn't like, I must watch live.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, definitely some big surprises in there, and I'm happy.
Did not expect any, like 2/3 of the stuff they ended up talking about was stuff I didn't even think it was going to happen.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I was super impressed. I was like, they are really trying.
Hey, if they're doing an actual like full redo of the Justice League movie, they're actually like, it might have seemed like we weren't trying, but we were trying, damn it.
We were really trying.
We were trying so hard.
And then that hack Joss Whedon came in and ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, he's paid by Marvel to sink their ship.
Sabotage it,
yeah. So yeah, it was good. So what should we talk about first? So
okay, we talked about the Snyder Cut already. Might as well start with that.
Yeah. So
they showed the trailer, and it was set to that song that was played in Watchmen during the sex scene on Archie.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a strange choice.
Yeah.
But they show a lot of stuff that you didn't see in the actual film. They show what the new Steppenwolf design looks like. They show Darkseid.
Yeah, he looks cool as shit.
Yes.
They remastered him. They remastered him like for the PS5, I think. They took the PS2 game and they remastered it. So they should just call it Justice League Remastered. It's all it should be called.
It looks like it's going to be a totally different movie.
Yeah, like one, I gotta say, I didn't hate the Justice League movie.
I didn't hate it either. I enjoyed it.
It just wasn't
awesome.
There was just some parts that were,
That's the Joss Whedon. Oh, you're not talking about shit lip?
Yeah. Yeah, but like it was, their enemies seemed generic. But I was like, I was willing to give that a pass. So I was just like, I don't know.
For me, the whole opening scene felt like it was rushed and not completed and silly and goofy and dumb.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like the bringing in the heroes that had no previous movies like Cyborg and
not him. I'm talking like that whole thing with Batman on the rooftop. Yeah.
That was really like straight to it. Like,
I was just like,
you don't know how much time we have to introduce new guys. We got, who Batman is already. You know what Batman's doing.
Yeah,
Batman.
And I think the thing that got me the most was when he killed that bug person or whatever, and it exploded and left that symbol on the wall in blood.
Yeah,
I was like, what? of the mother boxes. It's like, that's stupid.
Like, I'm not really, really hard on a movie. It has to be pretty bad for me to not even be able to see any good in it. Like, the movie before that, Batman versus Superman, which was fucking garbage.
I actually really like that one.
I don't know. I tried to give it another shot by getting
watch the extended cut.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was gonna say I bought the extended cut for the Blu-ray, and I put it in, and I checked, and then I rechecked. Okay, this is the extended cut version. I put it in, and I was like, I didn't see one frame of different footage than I saw.
Oh, there's the whole subplot of Clark Kent investigating Batman that kind of gives him the reason to want to beat Batman's ass.
Yeah, so like I didn't see any of that. I think
you got, as the Canadians say, hosed.
Yeah, I got hosered. Yeah, So I only tried the once, and I was like, I guess I should try the other one that doesn't say director's cut on it or whatever. I was like, but I just can't watch it again so soon. So next time I try, I'll try and watch it again. But I got a cool Batman Superman lunchbox with it, so it wasn't a total waste. Not that I collect lunchboxes, but I like.
But Justice League.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4 1-hour episodes. It's a 4-hour movie.
Yeah, well, they got a lot to. Like I said, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it, but there's a lot that can be fixed. I wonder if they fixed everything and everything was so much better, but they still left the weird lip on Superman. They're like, that already cost $110 million or whatever.
Well,
they said it
what's
was.
his name? Zack Snyder already said that line that Superman says when he's fighting Batman, when he comes back to life, and he says the whole "Do you bleed?"
Yeah.
Back to him from Batman versus Superman. He's like, that's the dumbest thing ever. That makes no sense. I was like, why wouldn't he? That was one of the last things he heard.
Right. Yeah. It was my favorite part was that part where he like came back to life and he like kicked all their asses in that park where the Superman.
I like it. Yeah, I like it when like the Flash tries to get the drop on him and he kind of goes.
That's my favorite part of the whole film. When he just looks and then the Flash is like, what?
"Oh shit!"
Dude,
that look on Flash's face where he goes like,
"Uh-oh." Well, damn.
Yeah. And then I guess my thing with the Flash, I liked the Flash. It's just my thing was, why was he always tripping and falling down?
Yeah, he's in his awkward
and with his stupid T1000 running stance. Hey. But he was either juggling or he was.
That guy can chase a motorcycle on foot. Thank you very much.
It looks like he was voguing while he was running.
Yeah. At least they didn't use a lot of that camera work they used for Quicksilver in the X-Men movies.
Yeah,
it's like my least favorite when there's obviously like a chest-mounted camera.
Yeah.
It bugs me. There's you ever seen that movie Waiting?
Oh yeah.
There's a part where Justin Long is wearing one of those, and that's like, and my wife comments on it every time we watch them. We're just like, I hate that. It bugs you to no end. But But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it looks good.
However they decide to present it for 1 hour episodes sounds cool with me. It was actually kind of bumming me out. Like, competition is only ever a good thing for franchises. So I was really hoping that the Justice League would come out and give them a run for their money. You know, they'd both have to try harder and try new things to outdo the other.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kind of stopped. So, you know, I love the Wonder Woman movie. I love the Aquaman movie. So
they're on the way up.
The only big stumble I thought was the Batman and Superman. So we'll see that extended cut. Maybe pleading with me has got me to maybe check it out again. It's been a while
For me.
I tried it when it came out on videos when I tried it. So I think it's about time.
It's been a few years.
And I've got sons who love Batman and Superman. So maybe maybe they'll cry. I don't know. Like, why are they fighting? They're supposed to be friends. When I brought the girls, that's what they said.
Really?
They were so stoked, and they're thought, oh, Batman and Superman. I was like, no, Batman versus Superman. They're like, what's the difference?
What does versus mean?
And then I remember my daughter being like, I thought they were friends, and she was.
They weren't at first.
Yeah. They didn't start out that way. Have you ever seen Batman in anything? He doesn't want to be anyone's friends, and they're just like,
no.
They just, he's an invert, and everyone else is an extrovert. Like, come on, Batman, be our friend. And he's like, oh,
he just goes. No.
I work alone.
Yeah. I don't want to throw cancer.
Yeah. So
speaking of Batman, they also showed the Batman trailer.
Yeah. And
the cool thing about that is they've only shot a third of that movie before COVID hit.
You shouldn't be even allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they made a kick-ass trailer with footage from a third of the movie.
Well, games have done that for years too.
Yeah, but I mean, just it looks great. It looks intense.
Yeah, I don't know about that Batmobile, and I don't know. He looks like it's definitely a different take on Bruce Wayne. He's usually like he doesn't usually have the shaggy mane.
Yeah.
So,
well, I don't know if they're going for like a year one vibe or not.
I think that's what they're doing. It's like right when he's starting out.
So he hasn't tried to put on that Playboy facade yet at that point, Yeah,
it's probably I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson looks pretty cool in the suit.
I've heard he's a good actor. I haven't honestly seen him in anything but Harry Potter, and I haven't even seen.
I like him in Harry Potter, but like Twilight ruined everybody's career for a little while. It's sold everybody's name. Well,
yeah, it's like it's just like Heath Ledger couldn't be in anything. I was like, oh, the Brokeback Mountain guy.
Yeah.
So it's just like he's been in.
I can't quit, you Joker.
Yeah, it's like Jake Gyllenhaal didn't really get held down too much by that stuff, but it seemed like Heath Ledger's everyone was just that Brokeback Mountain cowboy guy, yeah. So it's just like I'll give it a chance. Like I've heard he's a really good actor. I just honestly haven't seen any other.
I mean, if he wasn't a good actor, he would not still be working in movies, and they probably would never have even considered him for Batman if he wasn't.
Exactly.
So there had to be something there. And I know a bunch of the movies that he's been in recently, was it not Metropolis? It wasn't called Metropolis. It was something like Metropolis.
Damn, he was just trying to get in DC any way he could.
I can't remember the name of it, but I remember he got kudos for that. And that Lighthouse movie that just came out not too long ago, he got really good reviews for that.
So I've been hearing good things about him. So I was just like, I can overlook just because you're not that character.
No,
which is what some people,
Well, then again, even an act, what are you going to do with that part anyway? What can you do with that shit?
Yeah, a part can only get you other parts, and it was popular enough that's probably what it did.
You're only as good as the material you're given.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like everyone's got a bad movie they've been in.
Mm-hmm.
So just try not to be typecast.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
I really saw a year one vibe from it because the Batmobile seemed like a souped up, I don't know, Charger or something.
Yeah, like a sports car, yeah.
Yeah, so I was just like, that's kind of cool. They're just going to show them,
Maybe they'll show it evolve over the course of the movie.
I've always liked that. I liked the animated year one movie, too. It was pretty cool. So, I like seeing where they start when they're not perfect at it already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as unperfect as Batman can be. So, really good at it the first time, but not perfect.
Yeah.
First try.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Looks good.
Then they showed the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of Batman, We got some Keaton Batman coming back.
Oh yeah, the Flash movie that they're talking about doing. They're gonna have Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton as Batman in it.
So I'm like,
different time periods.
Yeah.
So does that mean that Ben Affleck eventually would turn into Michael Keaton?
No, he could never hope. It would be his biggest fantasy to be as cool as Michael Keaton. But
yeah, I think they just kind of showed some animatic thing for that.
You can bring back any Batman as long as it's not Clooney. Clooney is not.
Yeah, Clooney.
Sure. You
bring back Kilmer with his tracheotomy.
Yeah. Yeah. And his weird smile.
Yeah. It's like,
I'd take Kilmer over him any day. But
there was that Suicide Squad or the Suicide Squad trailer.
Yeah, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League.
Oh no, I'm talking about the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the new the sequel / soft reboot.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked pretty cool too.
Yeah, I think the only characters that came back were Harley, Captain Boomerang, and Rick Flag, and that's it.
Yeah. So they went on. It was too bad for Will Smith to want to try again.
But the cast has expanded significantly. Now there's like 12 or 13 of them in the cast.
Yeah,
and some of them I've never heard of, like Polka Dot Man.
Yeah. They're not all winners.
But I was stoked to see that King Shark is in it, though.
Hell yeah.
I was like, yes, all the yes. I hope they get the guy to voice him that does it on the Harley Quinn TV show.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I like these kind of movies that bring out like the lesser known characters. So it's cool to see what they, there's some that don't translate well to the screen, like from the page.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's done
Steel.
Right. Yeah. Steel. I'm thinking Banshee from X-Men. That was awful in the
Catwoman
movie. Yeah. Catwoman can be done right.
Yeah, if she's in someone else's movie.
Michelle Pfeiffer, but if
the movie's not centering on her, I think it's good.
Michelle Pfeiffer's best Catwoman.
Oh God, yes.
But yeah, it looks cool.
It's Trinity before Trinity.
So I'm glad that they're trying again.
And James Gunn's directing it, and he's got a knack for ensemble casts. So
exactly, like in the Birds of Prey movie, I liked a lot. So there's a hope for it. And Suicide Squad was another one where I didn't fully hate it.
Yeah,
but I fully hated the Joker in it.
Yeah, and the Joker sucks.
Joker's
although I do want to see that supposed rumored Joker cut of that Suicide Squad movie.
I'd check it out, but
just to see what it was that
least favorite
they
Joker.
cut out.
Maybe
that Joker's terrible.
There's the only other Joker I think I actually hated was when they made him look like more like an insane clown posse clown, and he had like green dreads.
Yeah.
Was it the Batman or
was that Brave and the Bold or?
Was it Brave and the Bold? No, it was
was it the Batman?
Yeah, the Batman. I think it was, and he looked awful in that. Like he looked like reggae like Joker. I don't know.
Jokaton.
Yeah. Jokamon. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing a picture of that. I was just like, what?
Yeah, so I mean, let's try new things with the character, but yeah, that didn't work for me. Right from the get-go, I tried to give it a shot. I was like, yeah, everyone thought the same when Heath Ledger was going to be Joker. That's like the best example of something like that. We're like, give it a chance. Might be the best one you've seen. I know, but yeah, my gut was right on that one.
Yeah.
So,
they also showed a new trailer for Wonder Woman 84 to get people excited about it again because it's supposed to be coming out, I think, in October now.
Okay.
They show a lot. I would say almost ruining surprises a lot. We're talking Terminator Genesis trailer.
He's the bad guy. Oh my god!
Fuck. Like they show. I mean, I thought one of the coolest things they did in the old trailer was they just showed Kristen Wiig walking around trying to be sexy, and I was like, oh, I guess that's the cheetah they're going for. She's sexy like a cat. Man. No, she turns into a cat woman, and they show it in the trailer. A CG cat woman.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's as good as the first one. I really liked the first one.
Oh, yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
first one was my favorite DC movie. So
There's some goofy stuff
from
in
the
it,
new
like
one-
you
from the new
see.
ones, you know what I mean?
You see Wonder Woman like swinging with her lasso from thunderbolts.
She's Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she's like from one to the next. She's like swinging on lightning bolts and then latches onto another one and swings on that. And I was like,
Oh my god, it's like Wonder Woman 64. Instead of rings, she has lightning bolts just to swing on. So it's Wonder Woman 64, not 84.
but it looks awesome. I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah.
And then they announced like a bunch of other movies like Black Adam, Aquaman 2.
That was an odd teaser. It was like an animated. It was
Yeah.
animated like a motion comic. So I was like, is it an animated movie or I thought it was a live action one?
I was like, yeah, it's just because they had no footage to show because they haven't shot anything yet. They just did threw something together for this thing.
I was like,
But The Rock, I'm surprised that The Rock has been attached to Black Adam since probably 2013.
Yeah, since before they were even like fully like, are they actually making the Shazam movie or is it just a everyone thought he was going to be in that. So
but it's cool that he's that committed to it that he's sticking around for 7 years to play this character.
Good going, Rock. Yeah. Speaking of animated though, they showed the trailer for Batman: Death in the Family. One of my favorite Batman stories. So
I remember I read that when that came out. That was like a kick in the balls.
Oh yeah, because you had to vote on it. It was one of the first. I think it was the first things where the fans decided what happened.
Yep.
So you had to wait till it came out to see what vote won, and that was like before the internet. So that was a big deal. So.
And they also showed that new Superman too, didn't they?
They did a bit of it in the. Superman, Man of Tomorrow or
something like that. I can't remember the subtitle, but I remember they had already released a trailer for that previously.
Yeah, there was one on one of the last movies I bought.
Was it Apocalypse War?
Yeah, I think it might have been that. Yeah. So that was that looks good too because he fights Parasite in it. I think we talked about it when we saw the trailer a bit. I think he fights Parasite. It looks like and Lobo.
Yes, Lobo. That's the big one. They finally put him in something.
Yeah, so that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. And the Death in the Family they kind of already did in Under the Red Hood, I believe. But they also
this whole movie to it.
They also already did the Death of Superman before they redid that last one. So
they covered Death of Superman in Batman versus Superman, and then did an actual the retelling of the comics after the fact. But it's pretty cool that they're doing those.
Well, now that they've got so many Batman ones out, it'd be kind of cool to see them tackle Nightfall because that was a huge thing. That was like Superman died, and then the next year was like the Batman equivalent. So you got his back broken and replaced and everything. It was excellent. One of my, I was a big Marvel kid. I'm still a big Marvel guy, but that was one of the first Batman stories I remember really getting into. It was hard too because it was like anything Batman related was like tied to it. So trying to acquire all the issues to read it all was tough. So I never got to read it in its entirety until I got the graphic novels years later. But yeah, I'm hoping they do that shit. And then when they talked about some games, they talked about more games that I care about than the Xbox thing. Yeah,
so I guess there's another game in the Arkham Knight series coming up, but it's not Arkham anymore. Now it's Gotham Knights.
Yeah, Gotham Knights. So it starts out, people have been getting little leaks of information about this game for a while now, and it's been kind of confusing. But, I remember hearing something almost as much as like a year ago about the Court of Owls being part of the new Batman game, and that's about all we knew for like the longest time. Well, in this one, it starts out with like Bruce Wayne saying like, if you're watching this, I'm dead, and I need you to take on the responsibility now that I'm gone, and you've always had my back. Now I need you guys to step up, kind of thing. And it's revealed that it's a game all about Robin, Nightwing,
and
Batgirl, and the Red Hood.
Yeah.
So,
and it's going to be multiplayer co-op.
Yeah, I think you can do co-op in it. Co-op is cool, and the game looks awesome, but I gotta say it's not what I want.
Yeah, just another game where you play as Batman, huh?
That's what I liked about the Arkham games is that they were there, but they were never really in your face.
Yeah,
there was always a reason of like, oh, Robin's in this cage. Nightwing, just give me my stuff and get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Here's all he ever said to say. So yeah, it was bittersweet. So it was just like, it looks cool, but
yeah, it looks cool. I watched the whole gameplay reveal that they did, and it looked a little glitchy, a little bit. But I mean, it looked fun. I mean, the combat looked really fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to play it because I'm a fan of their games, and this is actually made by the Montreal studio, I believe, that made Arkham Origins. So I'm I liked Arkham Origins. It got a bad rap when it came out, but it seems like a lot of people are turning around on what they think of it. It's coming out to be like, actually, it wasn't that bad of a game. So I don't know.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, like, after the fact, it was actually a good game. I'm like, yeah, I was saying that since it came out. Some people got some glitches that wrecked it for them, but I luckily didn't, I guess. And
I haven't played it, and I owned it for 2 different consoles.
Yeah, I think I own it for 2 or 3. I think I own the Wii U version too.
Yeah, I think I have the Wii U, and I have it for the PS4 or the PS3.
Yeah, it was. I liked it a lot. It was a different take on everything. So yeah, I think they can pull it off, and it's definitely to hold over till Rocksteady Main's big game, and that is Suicide Squad kills the Justice League.
Kill the Justice League.
So
no gameplay.
Well, that was a hell of a trailer, man.
That cinematic was fantastic, and I saw somebody posted today like stills of like Harley Quinn is obviously going to be the focus of it.
Mm-hmm.
Of the Suicide Squad, because they only in the Suicide Squad it's only Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and King Shark.
Yeah.
And somebody had taken all these stills of Harley Quinn's face, and they're like, why did it take this long to get to the point where someone actually makes Harley Quinn look good in a game?
Yeah, she wasn't bad in the Arkham games, I thought.
No, but Injustice.
The change from Asylum to City was drastic too. It was great.
Yeah, but she looked great in Injustice too.
Yeah. So yeah.
But yeah, the graphics look fantastic, and it was funny, and it was fast paced, and then there's the big reveal of what you're going to be doing in the game, and even the characters are like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, just right from that teaser poster that I saw about 2 weeks ago, I was just like,
"Yeah." I remember when you posted, I was like, "Oh, please tell me."
I finally know what they're working on. That's good. So yeah,
that's real.
I gotta say, I'm more stoked for that. Not even being that huge into the Suicide Squad, I think it's. I think the Gotham Knights is just like a holdover game, like hold you over until
Suicide Squad comes out.
Yeah. So he was hoping both are good.
I hope.
It as hell took long enough. So yeah, I'm hoping Batman is in Gotham Knights even in a small capacity. It probably
maybe he'll be like Batman Beyond Bruce Wayne, where he's just kind of sitting back and going like, "Come on, guys, come on, just do this in my stead."
He's basically Oracle.
I fractured my coccyx.
Yeah. So
I can't stand up. I'm bedbound, guys. I got to poop in a pan.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of weird that they're taking on the Court of Owls, which is one of the best Batman stories in recent memory.
Yeah, they even put it in that shitty Gotham TV show.
Yeah. So yeah, it's we'll see where it goes. That
was pretty
you can't ever believe Batman's dead. So
no. He's gonna be like, "Fool you!"
Maybe someone will make a wish.
Yeah.
Come back.
Oh, you're making a call back to a certain trailer.
Yeah. You just close your eyes and believe Batman's never really
click
gone.
your heels 3 times.
Yeah. So yeah, lots to look forward to from the DC camp for sure.
Yeah, and that just came out of nowhere and like kicked my ass. And
it was good.
There really hasn't been a lot of stuff coming out of like Marvel land right now, movie wise at least.
Yeah, it's like they spilled their whole load after Endgame, and they're taking their time restarting it. You know.
Well, I think also the COVID thing kind of ruined their schedule.
Oh yeah,
a lot. So it's like Black Widow was supposed to have been out and come and gone already, and
we're supposed to be already like 2 or 3 movies.
Eternals. Yeah, Eternals is supposed to be the big movie coming up next.
Yeah,
they were supposed to be filming the new Doctor Strange already. None of that's happened. So like they're behind, and it looks like DC is definitely going to try to pick up the slack.
So it's good. Like I said, I want a competition. I don't want to pick a favorite. I'm happy being both.
I just like movies.
Yeah, I like movies and I like superheroes. So
yeah.
So looks like they're gonna give us a lot.
I want to see all of it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not I never really like to pick sides. I don't pick sides in the console wars. I don't pick sides on Marvel, DC. I don't pick sides in Star Trek or Star Wars. I don't.
Yeah. See, I'm like a cat. If it fits, I sits.
Is there only time for to watch one movie? Like I can watch them both.
Yeah, I can do them both.
Yeah,
back to back if I need to.
Yeah, exactly. So happy with that. So yeah, that was an unexpected, awesome thing to come out. I was pleasantly surprised since it's been kind of slow on the game front news wise lately.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at a lot of stuff for game tenants this past week, and I was just like, nothing.
Yeah, there was some stuff from I guess it was another Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, but there was
something, but it was just all like indie stuff again.
Yeah, it wasn't anything extra cool.
No. So, but yeah.
I mean,
I'm glad that this happened yesterday because it gave us something to talk about today.
I'm sure we would have found something.
Yeah, I'm sure, but yeah, I was glad we had something different to talk about.
Yeah, because we talk about everything, not just video games here. But that's a perfect mix of everything. Movies, comics. Didn't really talk about any action figures, but just about everything.
Well, DC canceled their action figure or their online shop or whatever.
Yeah, like the premium figure stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was kind of saddening and out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because they've been putting out some pretty solid stuff. I've been chipping away, getting a couple things here and there. So it's a bummer. So if you wanted anything out of those lines, I'd pick them up now. I mean, I know you're not a big figure guy, so it doesn't break your heart, but feel sorry for me, damn it.
Yeah. I'm crying on the inside.
All right. So as far as you shopping, I did some shopping. I got my mail. Let's see some cool shit we got lately. I'm up for that.
So yeah, Captain Algebra came to visit yesterday, and I took him all around. Even took him to a Half Price Books that's like way out of the way.
Whoa!
That took like a good almost 40 minutes to get there, and went to all the same places we went last time he came to visit, which is probably like a year and a half ago. Yeah, and I found some good stuff, but my main intention was to try to find retro stuff. I didn't really want to buy any modern at all.
Yeah.
And I ended up becoming a Sega fanboy.
I was like, that's what the clamshell cases there, buddy.
Yeah. I went to the place that I normally go to is called Video Games Then and Now, and they have like a really small section for Master System. It's always the same games. Like they never have anything new until I went yesterday.
Really, it's all or nothing. You come across a pile or like the same 3 or 4 games. You're like, don't need another copy of Choplifter, thanks.
That they had 2 of those.
Yeah.
And I bought some Master System games there. Nothing I'm going to show off today because they were basically common type stuff, but just stuff that I don't normally see.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. It's
bought a couple. I bought a Genesis game there that they didn't have previously, and it was in their little expensive case, but it really wasn't all that expensive. And it's Burning Force from Namco.
Ooh, cool.
And one of the games I bought while I was there was for the Master System was Space Harrier. And I hear it's actually a pretty decent port, right? This is basically Space Harrier on a motorcycle.
Space Harrier.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you did there. You son of a bitch.
I did.
And I thought it was kind of funny that I was buying Space Harrier. You know, I had that in one hand, and then I was looking at this. I'm like, wow, it's just Space Harrier with vehicles. I was like, okay, cool. I'll pick it up. Blast through Earth, terrain, and space.
Do it.
Yeah.
I dare you.
And then I took him to a couple of other stores by me called The Exchange. And that's where like things went crazy because that's where I always find shit. Retro. So they too also had a gigantic selection of Master System stuff, which surprises the hell out of me. All of a sudden Master System is everywhere.
Helleth, yeah.
And the two best ones that I got from between the two exchanges I went to are Wonder Boy 3, The Dragon's Trap. And I do have this for the PS4, like that remaster that they did, but I want the original.
You got it.
It's the Wonder Boys. Gotta have it. And it is absolutely complete. This would have been the deciding factor if there was a manual in there or not. And there was. So, yes, give it to me. Give it all to me. And it was not super expensive.
Yeah,
I had seen this at that Video Games Then and Now shop, and they were selling it for over $100. I got this for like less than half of that.
Right on. Yeah, it's around, sounds like around the price I paid. I was like, yeah, I got to get it.
And then the one that took me by surprise, I never see this anywhere. I always see the first one, and I picked up a copy of Fantasy Zone 2.
Nice.
And I only see the first one anywhere. So I was surprised as hell to see this. And once again, complete, even with the stupid poster.
Got a poster.
But one of the funny things was the second. It's nothing that I bought at. I'm not going to show off anything I bought at the second place, but Captain Algebra and I bought a whole shitload of Genesis games while we were there. Okay. And every one of them, when we would check to see if the manual was inside, there was an extra slip of paper in there that had codes on it. Like, so I bought a copy of Bonanza Brothers, and I looked inside, and there was like a sheet of handwritten codes in it, right?
You can't
and Captain Algebra goes, "Oh, I'm going to buy this one. I'm going to see if it has a manual." He pops it open. That one had handwritten codes in it too.
Nice.
Every single game that we bought for the Genesis, it belonged to the same guy.
Yeah, you bought someone's collection by the looks of it.
It was kind of funny.
That's
and
awesome.
I did buy one Super Nintendo game while I was there. And I've been trying to get this for a long time, but this thing is minty as fuck. I'm trying to get all the games in this. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the games in this series, and that's The Magical Quest starring the Mickey Mouse.
Sweet, that does look pretty shiny.
And it is like crispy as hell.
Good to see.
Yeah, and it's just another one of those like platformers with Mickey Mouse. I have a bunch of. I have the Castle of Illusion games. I have the Illusion games. I have even the ones on the Game Gear. And I think the Super Nintendo and the ones around the Nintendo systems are the Magical Quest ones, because I have a couple for the Game Boy Advance also.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks awesome. It's another Capcom Disney game, and those usually end up being pretty awesome.
Yeah, that one's pretty fun from what I remember. I just got it a couple of years ago. It's pretty sweet.
So yeah, those are just the highlights. But I did pick up a lot yesterday, like a lot.
Well, yeah.
You saw the stack.
I saw the picture. Yeah, we don't want. We're just doing the highlights. We don't want to.
You want to see everything I got? Check out my video at the end of the month on my channel.
Do it always. It'll be a 2-month one again, won't it?
Yeah, it'll be 2 months since I didn't really buy anything last month.
All right, cool.
Do now, come on.
Sweet. Well, I got besides my mail, I got a free pickup, which is always my favorite price. I actually missed out on a gigantic, probably 40, maybe 45 360 games. And this lady was also giving away a bunch of PS3 games and some controllers. And the guy who went and got the 360 stuff didn't want the PS3 stuff. I was like, dude, it's free. Even just give them to someone else. I don't get it. So I got a really nice condition white, red, I think blue.
I was going to say, I think you got a blue one.
Yeah, red, white, and blue. So America.
America.
And then there was a third-party controller, which is immediately in the garbage. It wasn't even the picture I sent you because I was just like, eh. And then oddly enough, there was a really good condition PS4 controller in there. I was just like, well, if you think that's PS3, it's PS3. I don't want to really talk about every single one, so I'll just show the whole stack.
Oh, Jesus.
But all these were absolutely free. Even the disc that comes with the PlayStation 3 when it first came out.
What was that?
I don't know. It's like a Blu-ray all about the PS3. You don't get one of those? Well, I got two now. Ooh, guess what, buddy? Big pickups coming your way.
Oh, yay!
I had a lot of them. I think I had from here up. But these other ones are all ones I either have on another system. Look at that. There's like 2 copies of Diablo 3.
Oh,
and, highlight for me is Twisted Metal. I've had a disc-only copy. I've had a disc-only copy forever.
Cap was looking for that yesterday, and he didn't want to buy it because they were charging $20 for it.
Come to Canada. We got the good prices.
Canada!
And oddly enough, the other one I'm kind of stoked about is Tiger Woods 10. So I can play as Isaac Clarke in golf.
When you told me that, I was like, I think I need that game.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about golf, but
yeah.
And I was like, I kind of want
Dead Space.
And I was thinking, like, I kind of want that game. I hope I get it in a bundle. And I was like, well, I got it in a bundle for exactly what I wanted to pay for it.
Zero, big ass zero.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, like, it's free is awesome. But yeah, there was some really good stuff in the 360 bundle. But I gotta say, I don't think I needed more than like 1 or 2 of the games, and they weren't big games. Yeah, there's just some good stuff that I could trade, send to my bros. Bruh. Whatever. So it was yeah, that was cool. I wasn't expecting that. I wish I wasn't the 5 minutes late. But I was.
Yeah.
And on my trip, I hit the game store. I didn't get anything particularly totally amazing, but I got a couple of cool games here. I got both Ori games for the Xbox. Ooh, that's not Ori.
That's not an Ori game.
That is Ori. There you go.
That's not an Ori game either.
There we go. There we go. So it's my first day. So they're both Ori games. They were both really cheap, so I think the Will of the Wisps is on one of their, like, they have like a red sticker deal of the day kind of thing. I don't know if they do that at GameStop, but EB Games is basically the same.
No,
and it's like a daily deal thing. So I always look at it could be something that's only like a couple of weeks or a couple months old, and it'll be like ridiculously cut down. I think it was $20, so Canadian. So that was pretty good for a game that's only a couple months old. And as you see, not Ori, but I got Dead or Alive 6. It was in like one of those bins that are right inside the door, like buy 3
steal these, please.
Yeah, like we just don't want. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'll check it out. And I don't know, maybe I'll give you a run for your money and I'll get all these goddamn Space Hulk games.
Stop copying me.
It was basically I went cheap on the games because there wasn't anything like in a range I wanted to pay for where I can just get it off Amazon kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But there's a couple of neat looking ones. Like I'd never heard of this Black Mirror.
Yeah, when I first saw that, I thought it was based on the Netflix show.
Yeah,
and that's not the case.
Yeah, it's definitely like a gothic, Victorian era. It looks equally weird though to the Black Mirror, so it's I guess it's kind of deserving of the name. It looks pretty cool. I got one that's I guess it's like an upgrade from the copy I've got for the PS2, but I got this guy 1 complete.
Yeah.
If it would focus. There you go. And this other one that I've only heard of briefly before, but it's called Earth's Dawn. Not really sure what it is. It looks like it's kind of an RPG-ish.
I think I have that on my Netflix or my Amazon wish list.
Wow. It's pretty cool. And then the last couple things I picked up actually weren't on the trip. They were just in this pile because I'm good at organization. I picked up a snowboarding game. I haven't picked up a snowboarding game in years. I used to like them back in the day. PS1, maybe a little bit of PS2. So I decided to see maybe they could still be fun, or maybe they suck ass now.
You never know until you try it.
It was dirty cheap. It was the Winter Games edition, which includes the main game and an Olympics add-on. it was cheaper than the regular game. This one was like clearing out at Walmart. And
Makes no sense.
another one that I was pretty surprised to see as cheap as it was because it just came out. But Nioh 2.
Ah,
I was like, why is this so cheap? But it's not because it sucks, but yeah.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, still have yet to play the first one. So
Yeah, same here.
whatevs. And then in the mail, I got some stuff that I've been really waiting on. This one, not as much as the others, but it still looks really cool. I know you got it, I think, for the PS4, but it's a Lovecraftian game, Sinking City. Looks pretty cool. So check that out. But this one I had on pre-order for quite a while, and that's East Memories of Salsetta. Something Wander. Timeless Adventure Edition. It's got a bunch of crap, like the soundtrack and all that stuff. Looks pretty cool. I like the East games. So happy to have that. I never got the PSP version, and as RPGs go, it's probably stupid price now. So it's probably the cheapest way to get it, and probably the best way to get it with the how the PS4 ports go. But I got one that I felt super behind the time zone by the time I finally got it. But I finally got my copy of Ghost of Tsushima limited edition. I just did that little part at the beginning in there about it feeling really behind the times, just to make you feel extra behind the times. So you grab it. I'm trying to enable you to buy this. Well, it is fantastic. It's the game I'm currently playing. I think everyone knows by now that it's a pretty good game.
Thanks.
Good try. I actually, they finally, I don't know if they sold out right away when it came out because I didn't go looking for it because I pre-ordered. But our Walmart finally got it, and I was like, if I don't get my mail soon, I will end up buying it again. And then
return it to Walmart.
Oh, it's broken. Oh, that's weird. It took you a week to bring it back. Yeah, I just got around to it. We know you. You got around to it right away. What's up? So yeah, excellent game. And that's it for games. But you know me, I like toys. Figures.
So figs.
If you watched the 100th episode of the Game Tenants live we did the other night, or if you're just my friend that I send pictures of shit to when I buy it. I got my Commando John Matrix figure from NECA, and it is pearl sweat.
It's got the rocket launcher.
I got him a lot cheaper than I've been seeing him go for, so I jumped on that on eBay. So super happy with that. Now I've got to get the Terminator 1 Police Station Assault Terminator. It is like my biggest want of the whole NECA set. And as far keeping with the Schwarzenegger movies tradition, I got my Diamond Select Predator statue that I got super cheap back in early April. I bought it. I had it in my Amazon cart forever, and it was its regular price of $49.99. And then when I was finally going to pull the trigger and order it, the price shot up to like 70 something. And I was like, well, I guess I just don't get it now. And I just took it out of my cart, and I was looking at something else, probably Predator related, and it's like, hey, you might give a shit about this. And it was $28, and I was like, I give such a shit about that I almost bought two. And I should have, because I'm a shitty big brother, and I know my brother loves Predator, and I didn't think about it until it wasn't on sale anymore, and I was like, I'm a piece of shit. but he came over today and commented on how cool it looked, and I was like, I wanted to pick and be like, it's kind of, it's kind of flimsy here, but I just was like, I'm a piece of shit.
Brotherhood fail.
Yeah, maybe I should just watch for it to go down sale and then get it from for no reason. But I think I'm a Ghostbusters fan, right? I've ever talked about Ghostbusters.
I might have heard the rumor.
Yeah, there was a big internet rumor a couple months back. But I finally got, if they would come out of this bin I've got them in, I've got my entire Plasma series Ghostbuster set. The only one that's kind of beat up is Ray, because I like to keep my figures in the box. But the other local huge Ghostbuster fan that lives a block away from me ordered these guys too, and he opens this shit up right away. So I was like, hey, when you get them, want to do a swap? And you could just open this one that's a little bit beat up already. Nothing wrong with the figure. He's like, absolutely. So I was like, right on. So yeah, there's Ray. There's Winston.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Spangler. And I love the detail on these figures, especially for the price they were. And of course, we got Venkman, Bill fucking Murray. And then we got Dana Barrett.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Yeah, she comes with a big leg.
There was that one time she became a dog.
Yeah. So they're kind of doing the Marvel Legends type thing where they all come with a separate part of the
one of the Hell Dogs.
Yeah, the Hell Dogs. So that's cool. And who comes with the head?
Goza. Are you Gozerian?
Yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. I actually bought
and Paris.
After I bought all of them, I actually ordered a second Gozer. Actually, I think when I pre-ordered, I ordered a second Gozer because I got those the Mezco Ghostbusters a few months ago, and I wanted a Gozer to go with them since they're really cool for posable and shit like that. I'll take my headset off real quick. I don't want to hear it, that's why. But
that choice has been made.
But that wasn't even the coolest Ghostbusters I got because finally
you got a real proton pack.
Finally, I've already got
fully functioning.
Well, you saw my proton pack; it's pretty functional. But after
what are you, some kind of cosmonaut?
30 years, 30 years, I finally have. I got these guys still in my collection.
Oh shit!
My original Ghostbusters, my Kenner Classics. So I got these. I only bought one of these guys because I still have my originals from when I was a kid. But I had to get the boys.
No shit.
We got Mr. Venkman. We got Mr. Stance.
Tubby Stance.
We got. It's a happenstance. And we got Mr. Zeddemore and Mr. Spangler. I got two of them all, but I don't feel the need to show two of each one.
It's sad that back in the day, the only Winston figure we ever got was the one where you pulled that thing on his back and his head would go. Ah!
oh yeah, because that was the second run actually. The second run was like the fright features, I think.
Yeah, that was the one we had. I was so mad.
You squeeze his arm, and his head opens up, and his mouth's like this,
yeah,
like Conehead style.
Yep.
So I was like, that's something I need. I had Venkman out of this set when I was a kid, but it wasn't like bought for me. I found it on the schoolyard, so I've never even heard of a proton pack. So
thief.
I beat up a kid on the schoolyard who was cooler than me.
He stomped him in the mouth for his figure.
No, who's cooler? Good luck with those. Good thing we're kids, and those are just your baby teeth that I curb stomped out of your face.
They'll grow back.
Yeah. Don't worry, they'll be bigger. You'll smile better. Don't have to worry about crowding. Yeah, it was quite a wait for those because I was getting small drops of my mail, and I'd get like one of each Ghostbuster. I had a lot of figures coming in, so there was like just an odd sort of crap showing up, especially when I got two of each of the Ghostbusters for that set. So it was kind of weird. Getting like, oh, cool, I got both my Winstons. Oh, I got one of the Venkmans. Oh, I got Simon. It was just like one at a time. It was just like, I don't know. It'd be like ordering the Ecto 1 in pieces. I got the wheels.
Shit.
So yeah, it was pretty cool. Sorry for a lot, but it was.
Hey, whatever.
It was COVID Christmas.
COVID Christmas.
That's what I called it. So, hell of a lot of pickups. There was even more than that, but like I said, I want to do the live stream where I'll show it all off, and I'll probably do episode with Saren, my son, where we open the doubles because that's why I bought doubles, so we can play with them. Because I still got my Firehouse, still got my Ecto 1, got Ecto 2. I think I got Ecto 3, 4, 5, 6. all those many Ecto vehicles, some in different states of wear, but yeah, my son's been wanting to play with them forever, so I was like, well, I'm not even letting him know those came in. I'm gonna do the video first, but yeah, I can't wait. It'll be the first time I've ever got to play with the original line of them, so
Cool.
Excited.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what you been playing?
I've been playing a whole hell of a lot. Too much, in fact.
I would, yeah. A little bit.
So, I feel like I've been talking for a while though, so I want to hear what you've been playing first.
Surprisingly, not a lot.
Come on, man.
Well, I played through. I was talking about just starting playing Iron Man VR on the last episode,
Hell yeah.
and I beat it finally.
Cool.
And it was a lot of fun. A little repetitive.
Yeah, I mean, like once you gotta learn the methods of taking out the different enemies, and then once you do that, it's kind of like
once I embraced the power punch.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Once I decided, I was just like, you know what? I've been ignoring using this power the whole time. Might as well just start using it. Oh, that takes out those tanks on the ground so well.
Oh yeah. And those I don't know, those the ones that like open up like a
black hole.
Yeah. No, the ones that do the beam that open up.
Oh, like you have to like dodge out of the way, then I just punch them. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are probably the biggest pain in the ass enemy in the game.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, even though it was repetitive, it was still fun.
Yeah.
Because it was just like weird combinations of enemies being thrown at you in random orders, and it was kind of cool to keep up and try to mix up your strategies and all that. And then the final boss is like, huh?
Yeah.
I was like,
it's a little predictable.
Yeah, I was like, I knew that. I knew it was coming. I totally knew.
Yeah, you could tell.
But I mean, I guess the main reason to play it, number one, is because because of the VR, it actually is like you are playing as Iron Man. You got to do the hand movements and
absolutely
all that kind of stuff, which is really immersive. It's one of the more. It's not as awesome as like say Blood and Truth, but I mean, yeah, there's still some things where you got to like grab a hold of something and rip it open or like close it. Like I like when you have to close a door and you would grab the door with one hand and then shoot your thruster in the other direction to like make the door slide shut.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to break it up. So it was like a lot of the action was samey, but there was like different objectives that kept it fresh. I really liked it a lot too, because like the control scheme they went with. At first, you're like, that's kind of weird, but then once you're playing, you're like, oh no, that does make sense.
Yeah.
So the alternate weapons to the
with the wrists and
to the blast, so it was pretty easy to control. Like we were saying when it was coming out, we're like, this could be either a shit show or a shit ton of fun. And
I had a ton of fun.
Yeah, I'm happy it was a lot of fun.
And I mean, the main reason I wanted to keep playing through it, even though it was repetitive, was the story is awesome too.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It's really cool, the whole gunsmith thing and with Monday and all that. And I didn't realize at the beginning from the demo that was Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
That's who the villain was. I didn't realize it in the demo until like I actually saw her standing in front of me, and I was just like, "Oh, that looks like that character from Ant-Man and the Wasp." And then someone goes Ghost, and I went, "It is."
Yeah. What a cheap
just like the hologram thing that you're always seeing of her didn't do it. Like I didn't click until I saw her in the white outfit from the movie, and I was just like, "Oh,
I know you."
And then that stupid ass living laser idiot.
Yeah. Well, that was cool. Yeah, the voice acting and like all that keeps you in it too. It helps with the immersion. That everyone was, if it was like corny phoned in voice acting, it would have been lame. But like everyone did an excellent job. So.
Yeah, they sold it. I mean, it's not. They're not trying to. They're not trying to impersonate the actors from the movies, which I thought was a good thing.
Which is what I like. Yeah, that's what I don't get about people ripping on how the Avengers look in the new Avengers game. I'm like, Captain America didn't always look like Chris Evans, believe it or not.
Yeah, he looked different before. He looked like Matt Salinger at one point.
Exactly. So it's just like
deep dive.
they're all an interpretation. Exactly. I actually like that movie. I watched that movie a lot when I was a kid.
And the funny thing is, through association, we actually know one of the voice actors.
Yeah, that's really cool. So we're gonna really try to get her on the podcast. So here's hoping. I'll pull some strings, call some favors.
Please.
You know, yeah. So that'd be cool. The funny thing is, actually, when I beat it, my beat tweet, the guy who does the voice of Iron Man liked it. And he was like, "Glad you enjoyed it." And I was like,
Maybe we can get the two of them together.
Yeah, both with our powers combined.
Let our powers combine.
Earth. I'll be Earth.
I'll be Heart.
We got most of it. That's
Because I'm very large.
sweet.
So yeah, that was that was the only game that I beat. I have been playing my roulette game from last month. Didn't have a whole lot of time to play it. I tried my hardest again, but just shit doesn't work out a lot. The Guardian Legend, I really like it. It was a little, or on the NES, it's a little frustrating at the start because I'm stupid and I don't read manuals. But it had a little bit of a learning curve to it. But once I got the hang of it, I'm really enjoying it now.
Sweet. Yeah.
But holy fuck, does that game ramp up in difficulty pretty quickly?
Yeah, I remember like I only played it a little bit when I first got it and I liked it, but yeah, I don't know, I think I got a game over or something. I was like, I'll come back to it.
Well, I'm not nearly as good a gamer as you are, obviously. But I always say to my streams, I'm like, just because I like video games does not mean I'm good at them.
I'm not generally good. I'm like, what I realized I do with especially the older generation games, I'm thinking like pre N64, like NES and Super Nintendo, especially, and Genesis, is like I play them way more casually than I don't. I figured this out last year that I don't seem as determined to beat them. I just play them for a bit, have some fun, and then just go, all right. If I don't beat it, if I get a game over, no big deal. And around the middle of last year, I started being like, yeah, why don't I try like actually beating some of these games? Like actually try my hardest to beat these games. And then, that's been like a kind of a new thing. a new stone I turned over, I guess. I was just like, okay, instead of just playing these games, playing them, sometimes you only play it for like half an hour or something and turn it off. Whatever, it was fun. Which is what took us so long to beat the Hyperstone Heist. My daughter Orion and I have been in the middle towards the end of that game several times. It's always like, oh, time for supper. All right, just turn it off and cool.
Save states, man, save states.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't do a lot of that. I'm not against it. Like I've done it in some games, but for the most part, it's just been like, yeah, I just play it, have some fun, don't take it too seriously. So I decided, still have fun. Don't play a game that sucks. Except for one of the ones on my list here, but like taking it a bit seriously, like give it a good old college try.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing. I'm not exactly great at games either, but sure give it the try. So you said that's all you played and beat since last time?
Well, no, I beat the Iron Man. I've been playing Guardian Legend. I also I was in one of the Game Beaters their streams. They're going to be playing Cuphead, and they had gotten like a extra code, and they were going to like raffle it off in the stream while they were playing Cuphead. They couldn't even get the game to run. Their stream kept crashing whenever they tried to play the game. But they decided to do the raffle, and they're like, okay, Dan B was like, okay, pick a number between 1 and 200. And I just went 69. And he goes, God damn it, Pico. You won. And I go, pick something less obvious, dude. I was the first person to say anything, and like right after I said 69, everyone was like 100, 122, like 62. Nope, don't even bother. I got it right off the bat. So I've been playing Cuphead. I downloaded it. Since I didn't have to pay for it, I don't have a problem.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's hard as shit, but it's fun.
Yeah,
but that's one of those games that you really have to like learn memorization of certain things in there just to get through it.
It's very Contra-like, where it's just like except you get 2 hits before you die, but that's all you get for the whole level. So it's got checkpoints and stuff, but yeah, it definitely kicks your ass.
Yeah, it's got a cool overworld thing, and there's like shooter levels and
Oh yeah, and the art style is
stuff.
what draws like everybody to it, and then you're
Yeah.
stuck. You know, some people think, oh, it's a cutesy game. Oh, let's play it for fun. Oh
it's
my
like those, it
god,
looks like an old Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes cartoon from back in the day. Even has like that blur, that like blurring effect thing.
yeah, Felix the Cat, Popeye
Yeah.
style. Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
It's
And
excellent.
the music's catchy as shit too.
Oh yeah, like I don't know. It was like one of the coolest looking, especially indie games, like come out in a long time.
And it still hasn't come out physically. It's on every console, but still not available physically.
Yeah, you can get a case with a code in it.
Fuck that. Right in the ear.
Well, they were saying it was coming out. Like I don't know. What are they gonna do? Blame COVID? It came out what 2 years ago?
Yeah, no
2
shit.
years ago at this point. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Rap.
And then I've also been playing. I got into the Avengers beta
Hell yeah.
without pre-ordering the game.
You didn't?
Nope.
Wow. I got the code and I just never ended up using it.
Yeah, T-Belly. I went on Amazon, or sorry, I went on YouTube on my phone, and there's like those like posts you can make that aren't video. You can just like a little Facebook post or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I got a code. First person that downloads it gets it." And I guess I was the first person.
Damn.
So I got that. I've been playing that.
Pico.
Yeah.
Sweet. Sweet. You got that birthday luck, I guess. Pre-birthday luck.
Birthday month luck.
Yeah.
I've been playing it, and it's not what I thought it was going to be, but that's not exactly a bad thing, I don't think.
Cool. Well,
But
did
it's a beat 'em up.
Mhm.
It's like a beat 'em up with online multiplayer capability, co-op. The first level is like we're overpowered level, training level thing, and you get to play as everybody. You get to play as you get to play as Captain America for a little bit. You get to play as Iron Man for a little bit. You get to play as Black Widow, the Hulk, somebody else too. I can't remember who.
Kamala Khan?
Thor.
Oh, Thor? I was going to say. 'Cause
And like the big boss battle at the end of it is you're playing as Black Widow taking on the Taskmaster, which is pretty cool the way it works.
Wicked.
And then the Avengers get disbanded, and it's like a year later, and now everybody is like, I've forgotten what my powers do.
Sad times.
Yeah. So you start playing as Miss Marvel, who is basically Plastic Woman.
Mhm.
And she's looking for Bruce Banner, the Hulk, and then you go on you play through this whole underground thing, and you end up having a big boss battle with the Abomination at the end of it, who's a pain in the ass.
Come on, guys, let's get the band back together.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's just I just thought it was going to be this really linear, just run through the game and play, but it's got RPG elements. Like it's basically God of War with the Avengers.
That's cool. Well, I was already sold on it, but now I'm more sold on it.
It's fun. I like it a lot. It's just I could tell that things are missing from it, so I'm not actually playing the full game. But I know people have been streaming the shit out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I got the code because I pre-ordered it at like when E3 announced it last year, basically, that it was up, and I didn't get the collector's edition or anything, but I'm all in. So if you get it on PS4, well, I'll have to get
I'll be buying it.
Let's get the band back together. I probably won't even be bothered until Spider-Man's out, honestly, even though I'm
Yeah, that's weird. See, now I don't want to buy it because there's going to be some collector's complete edition down the line that's going to have all the extra characters they put in there.
Well, he's a free download, so I don't even know if they'll be doing that. But I don't know.
We'll see.
I might. I'm gonna get it right away. I don't know. Maybe I'll just play a little bit of it, but yeah, I'm probably not gonna bother until Spider-Man's in there, so I can have him as an option. I mean, I know it's gonna make you play certain characters at certain times because.
I'm just thinking that whenever you get to the parts where you play, well, it's a separate mode.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do the multiplayer co-op thing, you'll probably be able to pick which character you want to be. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's like you pick different missions all over the place, and then be like, "Oh, this is a Thor mission, a Thor-centric mission." So you can probably co-op and bring another character in it, but it's gonna be it's Thor's story and whatever. So that's the way I'm looking at it right now. I definitely we'll get a team together, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to because it's like one of those things. Like when I hear there's DLC for a game and it's coming pretty close to the game coming out, I generally just go, well, I'll just wait till that's out, so it feels more organic to the game, rather than just like, oh, I could go back and do the missions I already did, but with Spider-Man now.
Yeah, that worked to my benefit when it came to like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, so and that's why I waited so long for the fucking Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath.
Which we all got fucked on that again because there's going to be another version of it coming out because there's more characters coming.
I think I get them because I got the pass thing in mind though, so we'll see a little bit after Aftermath. If they put out after Aftermath, I'll be actually pissed off.
After Aftermath, yeah.
Post Aftermath,
yeah.
So
That's Aftermath, the end? ... question mark?
dot. Yeah, so it's I'm looking forward to it, but it's just like one of those games. Pretty much how church works too. When a game's coming out and you're sold on it, you're like, I already ordered it. I don't need to play the demo. I don't need to
For me, it was most like I didn't want to watch people play it. I wanted to try it out and see if
so. No one's opinion is ever going to be exactly your opinion, even if it's someone you generally have stuff in common with games. Like you can tell if you're going to like it. So it's definitely the best way to. But I'm like, there's no such thing as a Marvel game being out and me not wanting to get it. So I was like, I'm getting it.
I don't know, Marvel Nemesis.
I've got it on Xbox and PS2. But yeah, there's some pretty bad ones. But I mean, like, I've got all the other. I got the Thor movie one. I've got Iron Man 1 and 2 for 360. Like,
so do I.
You're
not alone, bro.
Yeah, good. I'll buy.
Disrespect.
I'm a Marvel shill. Everyone knows it because I might as well be sponsored. But they know, why sponsor him? He's gonna give us money. So
yeah.
So yeah,
give us free games.
Yeah, as far as stuff I've been playing, I went on an NES tear. Speaking of you playing the Guardian Legend and all that stuff, I realized I was going to be on the Game Deflators podcast with Church, and they do their inflation deflation challenge where they take a game, play a little bit of it, and see, like, is it worth the asking price or is it ridiculously overpriced? Is it about right? It's my favorite part of what they got going on. It's like the most original segment they have. I really like it. It's what keeps me listening every week. So definitely check it out. Check them out. But yeah, we all chose together to play Journey to Silius, which, as I'm sure you know, used to be a Terminator game.
There's actually a hack out there that turned it back into a Terminator game.
Yeah, so I was interested in that shit. And I ordered it. I bought it. I found it for a deal. I ordered it. Came in, and then about, I think the next month, I got it in one of my subscription boxes. So I was like, well, shit. And then I asked Church, hey, do you have this? No, I do not. Well, guess what? Next time you see me, it's yours. And then the pandemic happened. So he had to emulate it.
Aww.
But like, you got a copy of it. So it's here. Excellent game. I found some things a little questionable about it. Like, they had to change the assets, so it wasn't obviously a Terminator game anymore, even though a lot of things were very Terminator.
There was a very much HK in there.
Yeah, definitely. And also there's a robotic xenomorph in it.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
crossing the streams.
Yeah, so like what I said when I beat it, I was like, so they got rid of one license and then they just infringed on another one. That's cool.
Well, Contra did it, so why not?
Excellent game, excellent soundtrack. Not too tough. Once you figure it out, figure out ways to get around shit. Memorization and whatnot. There's a couple surprising parts, but manageable and a lot of fun. So definitely check that out. Next, I played what I am declaring my favorite ninja game on the NES that doesn't involve turtles. Shadow of the Ninja. I love it.
You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah. Are you in agreement?
Hell's yeah.
Hell yeah.
You might be seeing it.
So damn fun.
Seeing it in my top 10 NES games list that's coming out on my channel pretty soon.
Ooh, that response video to Cap.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got volume 7 coming out at this point of his.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. I want to see it. So I can't wait to see what number it lands at. So yeah, excellent game. And again, another amazing soundtrack. Absolutely love it. Especially level 2. Level 2 is mwah.
Yes.
So yes, huge fan of it. I'd buy that on vinyl, even though I don't have a record player. So yeah, game I got at MGC last year, and it was one of the few games I've ever gotten where I felt no want. Oh yeah, I think we got it.
I think I got it the year before.
Oh okay. I was gonna say, did we? Because I know there's a couple games like I bought it and you bought it within like a few minutes of each other. Yeah, but it had some video.
It wasn't Beetlejuice.
It had some video update stickers on it, even though it wasn't my local video update. I was like, I think I'm gonna leave that on there. It wasn't on like the friggin' label. They were respectful with where they put the stickers. So I was like, I'll be respectful with not ripping that off there. So yeah. Then I kept going. This was within, I think, a night, and then a little bit of the next morning. Journey to Silius was one night, but then Shadow of the Ninja, and then I followed up with Gremlins 2.
Yes.
A game that I actually had on my like short play pile. Like I was like, I'm gonna start playing some NES games, and I put it on there. And then Captain Algebra actually beat it like a couple days before. I was like, oh, now it's gonna look like I'm copying Cap.
Stop copying me.
Which even if I was, not a bad game to copy him and play.
It's awesome.
It's a really fun game. Not too tough. It's got some pretty intense platforming parts.
Some of the platforming is a bitch, yeah.
But
like the diagonal stuff.
Yeah, but overall manageable and overall pretty easy. But yeah, there's a couple challenging parts for sure. So, yeah.
Spider Gremlin.
That shit was crazy. And then followed up with a great headbanger game, Kabuki Quantum Fighter.
Yes.
Excellent. I loved it.
The animations are pretty good too.
Yeah, it's really good sprite work. I was gonna say actually, and it it was pretty challenging, but again, like not a overly challenging game. Like nothing like that was cheap.
No, it's not Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. And Ninja Gaiden ain't no Shadow of the Ninja, that's for sure. Suck it.
And guess what? It's no Wrath of the Black Manta.
Yeah.
That game is shit.
I don't hate it, but it's not. It's definitely yeah. It's not my favorite on the NES. I've already spoiled what my favorite is. So, and then I followed it up with an absolute crap game on a movie that I love, Ghostbusters 2.
I knew it.
I did it. I was about to play new Ghostbusters.
El Activision.
I was about to play new Ghostbusters 2. It's not like I've never played this game before, but I was like, you know what? I love Ghostbusters. 2 is at least playable.
Yeah.
And I've never beat it. And I was like, I can't in the right consciousness. Oh, I definitely can't follow it up after new Ghostbusters 2. So I was like, if I'm ever going to play it,
now's the time.
The time. And I did it. And it was barely fun sometimes, and then not fun.
Barely fun.
So,
what was the barely fun part? The part when you're running around in the sewers?
Yeah.
Or the
sewers.
Scaleri Brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely not the cheap shoot 'em up with the Statue of Liberty that went on way too long. I was like, did they actually time how long it would take the Statue of Liberty? Like, did they do the math? How long it would take the Statue of Liberty to walk?
In real time, dude. It's like Desert Bus or whatever that is. Or...
Yeah. So yeah, it was. But I would say I said this on Game Tenants also that it was actually sort of a good companion piece to New Ghostbusters 2, because Ghostbusters 2 had a lot of the locations from the film, but there was nothing even to do with the Statue of Liberty part. So I was like, well, it had that part, and it had the Ecto 1, which isn't in the game, even though the Ecto 1 part is aggravating and shitty. It was at least in the other one, so I was like, I guess it, in some morbid way, like it was like, oh, it fills in the, like if it had gaps, and New Ghostbusters 2 filled in that gaps with not craps. Like there was like a lot of, there was like, oh, there's not really much in the courtroom. Oh, there's not much in the sewers. That is like it's really brief. Oh, there's not much, in the museum. There's not any fun in this one, so we'll put fun in this one.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, I guess it's a spoiler. I followed it up with New Ghostbusters 2 the next day to cleanse my palate and remember why I like Ghostbusters. Because sometimes they bust ghosts instead of just shooting boogers at them.
Yeah, if you want to shoot boogers, just play Todd's Adventures in Slime World.
Yeah, way better. And New Ghostbusters 2, you play as 2 of the Ghostbusters. 1 zaps, 1 traps. Loads of fun. You got the Scoleri brothers. You got
The Scoleri brothers.
you even play Janusz in it.
Oh god, you're like the buzzing of flies to him.
Yeah, Vigo was the buzzing of flies to him. Actually, he was actually kind of a cool, creative-ish boss. But Vigo just comes out of the painting and he's like, "Suck it." But, yeah, it was pretty cool. Now I, Ray, and Vigo. There wasn't that part, so at least there was. Yeah. So
baby.
As I said before, I wish they kind of did that with more games, and they're like, "Ooh, we didn't do good with that, did we? Let's do a new one of it." There'd be a lot of better-ish movie games on the NES.
Can we get a better version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit from somebody? Come on, Bandai.
Can we get new Mad Max?
Yeah.
I know it's your fave to be redone. What you wouldn't say there, or are you giving me the look because it can't be improved? Or
I think I'm having like a post-traumatic stress disorder flashback.
Yeah, not a great one. Not a great one. Not a fun.
When the best thing in your game is the sound effect of screeching tires, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, see, you could have then advised the team on the new Mad Max, and they could have taken your advice this time and be like, "Oh yeah,"
and then not do it again,
fun
and then not give me
cool
one of the games they promised me.
Fun is cool in games, isn't it? Yeah, we forgot about that. Let's include fun factor.
Fuck you, Mindscape.
I thought I'd throw that in for you just to hate him a little bit more. Just drive that nail deeper.
Dick move, bro.
What? So that's why I said they could do a new one and redeem it like they did with New Ghostbusters 2.
Redemption.
There we go. I guess we had to wait till the Xbox One for that to happen.
Yeah, I guess.
And PS4. Anyway, speaking of PS4, then I beat Iron Man VR as well, which is how I had comments to throw in about how I enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
So that should be a new one. And then I followed it up by playing my Backlog Roulette game from last episode. And I had a hell of a time with it. Not like tough time. Like, it was awesome. Front mission gun hazard? Hells yes. It's always been a game I wanted, which is why it was like the only import game. I was like, I gotta find this at MGC last year, and then I played a ROM of it, but that's neither here nor there. I found it and I bought it, but then I played a ROM of it. What you gonna do? Yeah, I was thinking it'd be like a 2 or 3 hour awesome action platformer, which is what it looks like. And
Cybernator.
Pretty much is. It's got the RPG elements and all that, but it's also got like overworld where you can choose your different missions, kind of like a Super Mario World type thing. So much more to it. I thought it was gonna be maybe 2, maybe 3 hours. It was try like 13 hours. It was RPG length. So I got a lot more than I bargained for, but not in a bad way. I wasn't like, oh, come on. I'm not just looking for quick beats. I'm looking for fun beats. And that was a delight. And like everywhere, I don't even think I could. Man, when people talk about games that need to be remastered, I want that remastered. I want a new one. Keep it going. Come on, Switch. You can do it.
Yeah.
And then port it to PS4 because that's what I really want. But yeah, excellent game. And then I didn't get the mech out of my system, and I was like, you know what? Let's go for some Metal Warriors next. My most wanted game for the Super Nintendo, and one I'm probably not going to get unless I get super lucky. But hell of a time with that. It was the opposite. It was shorter than I thought it was going to be. So definitely, I'm not wanting to spend the $200-300 or whatever it is now. Probably more with COVID prices. Got to have that COVID tax, so I'll say $450.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of fun, but pretty. I'd say more challenging than Gun Hazard and shorter. So that's probably why it was more challenging. So it'd take you longer. And then next, I played a game with your boy in it, Arnold. Some true lies.
Oh yeah.
It was fantastic.
See, nobody believed me back in the day when I was telling them that game was awesome.
Yeah, I've wanted to play it for a while, and I've had it for quite a while, but I've kind of been holding out to play it, hoping I could get the Super Nintendo version. I've had the Genesis version for a bit, and the Genesis version is perfectly fine on its own. I'm not hating. I just I don't know, for the collection. You know how much I love getting Super Nintendo games.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fun. The only real thing I can say is fuck rocket launcher guys for one. They're both the only real threat in the game. You've got some good action, you got some dodge rolls, and you got a good arsenal of weapons. It's like a real isometric. Really reminds you of like if Arnold was in Zombies Ate My Neighbors, basically.
Yeah.
And then the only thing I can say kind of sucked was the still shots from the movie.
Yeah.
Like I think I compared them to an oil painting that got rained on.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo one looks way better.
So yeah, that's neither here nor there. I knew what they were going for. I've seen the movie like maybe once. No, I've seen it
Maybe once,
several times. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Do it slowly. Do it too small.
I was like, where's that? Where's that mini game? It wasn't in there. That's another complaint.
Yeah, the pole dance.
Yeah, but
try not to fall on your ass.
Yeah. I didn't want to get hit with a phone anyway. So yeah, another great game. I'm glad I got under my belt. It took a couple tries, but I restarted it a couple levels in because like, hey, I like when you figure it all out and you're like, I think I could make a real go of this now. I started again.
Yeah, I beat that back in the day. I was so happy with myself because that game gets a little tough.
Yeah, it gets tough. Like the rocket launcher game, and especially like the angling. Like I said, if it was a twin stick shooter, like if they put it out on a modern console,
oh yeah,
it would make it a ton easier. It was like, what I found more was like, why would you use rocket launchers in such a small room, guys?
You're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah, so it was kind of fun. But yeah, excellent. It's and definitely a game that deserves Arnold in it. You know, it was action the whole time, shoot the shit out of everything.
And it came from Acclaim, who was known for releasing like garbage at the time.
Yeah, so there's a diamond in the rough, as you might say. And then I played. I don't know. I'm making like it's like I'm throwing down gauntlets today. But then I played the best beat 'em up on the NES.
Oh, I know which one this is.
Mighty Final Fight.
Yeah.
I've been thinking it for a while, but now I played through it, and I can confirm this is my favorite beat 'em up on the NES. And not only that, I'm also going to say my favorite Final Fight game, the best Final Fight.
There's no slowdown?
No, not really. No.
That's my problem with the originals, like all the slowdown. For
an NES game, I would say no, not actually too bad. And yeah, my problems with the original ones is that they're not Streets of Rage, which is a far superior series.
You're not lying.
Yeah. No lies detected. So Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Fight me in real life if you got any probs. Not you specifically. I just mean
I fist bump you for that one.
Yeah. Bow. And then following. I know I'm going on long. I'm so sorry.
That's
But
okay.
then I beat one more game. Was probably the toughest out of these games. Honestly, I beat Abadox.
Oh God. Oh, I beat it too back in the day. I had to use the slow motion feature on my advantage.
Where it just like pauses and unpauses real fast. Playing all the shmup games and the bullet hells I've been playing lately really like served me well.
Mm.
It's definitely not an easy game. I'm not gonna be like, oh, first try, no death run. It was very challenging and it was very unique also.
Mhm.
Side scrolling I would compare it to like R-Type. I felt it had R-Type like, you know, difficulty to it, but everything was like, I don't know, pretty metal. Everything was like guts.
Yeah,
like maggots and weird. It felt like, yeah, like demons and crap. It felt
well,
like,
that's the thing. It's like you got Life Force, which is kind of the same idea,
yeah,
but doesn't really sell it nearly as well as Abadox does.
yeah. What I thought was the most excellent sprayware, like the bosses are just disgusting looking, which is right up my alley. But what I thought was the most unique thing about it is when you get to the vertical shmup stages, it descends. And I don't think I've ever seen that in any other game. Correct me if I'm wrong. You might know some games that do that, but I can't think of anything where you're descending instead of like ascending like every other game. So that was a huge learning curve. I almost wanted to fucking flip my TV upside down so I could play this shit. But then the controls would be backwards and I'd still be garbage. But the first time it caught me right off guard, I was like, what is going on?
Hey, to quote Yoda,
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, it was a pretty like out of nowhere thing too. I was just like, oh, what's going on? But it makes sense because you go into that big zitty orange with a mouth to destroy it from the inside. So you got to descend into the middle of it, Death Star style. So I was just like, I gotta kill this next time. And yeah, it took a couple tries, but I got it, and yeah, a lot of fun. And I don't see enough people talking about it, honestly.
no,
I
was
mentioned
thrilled when I found that copy of it at that store by me.
yeah, I got it really randomly, and I think I got it in just a random lot. I got
But I used to rent it like all the time back in the day.
and looking at the cover, it looks
Like a cheap
joke.
piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, joke. And I was like, is this some kind of half-ass? You know, I don't have the box for it. So looking at it, I'm like, is this some kind of like weird RPG?
Well, also at the time, like the Milton Bradley games were not known as being good.
True. Very true.
So, you know, it had a lot of detractors at the start, but it was. I remember the only reason I rented it back in the day was it was the only game that they had still in.
Yeah, and
I got it.
I think it suffers from the reverse of what a lot of games back then got, where you'd look at the cover and be like, this looks fucking awesome. Then you play it and you're like, this is nothing like the cover.
Yeah.
Did they put the right game in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this one was like, this looks stupid. I'm not going to play it. And then you play it and you're like, this is actually good.
Like Phalanx on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, right? Like, I don't want to play Banjo.
Yeah, I don't know. Banjo-Kazooie's another generation away.
Yeah. Hell with that.
Yeah.
Yes, this Banjo Hero. Prequel.
Steve Martin is teaching you how to play.
That'd be all right, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that was definitely a pleasant surprise. Like I started seeing things on it, and I'm like, I have that. I didn't know what it was. Like I never got around to throwing it in and then I was like, yeah, I want to play that. I've been wanting to play it for a bit, and like I said, I've been kind of neglecting the NES. It didn't deserve that. So happy.
Definitely no Amagon.
Sure. And everything's better than Karnov.
Fuck that game.
Yeah. So yeah.
Fight me, Ren. Fight me, Renaissance. Fight me.
Right now.
And then yeah, the only person I've really seen talking about it lately is Pam from Cannot Be Tamed did a video on it about a month ago. So
What, Karnov or Amagon?
about Abadox.
Abadox.
Yeah, Abadox. So I was like, ooh, yeah, I was like, yeah, I do need to play that. So finally got around to it. It's been I've had a stack that I like keep pulling on. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play that. And it's just been sitting there getting knocked over and shit. And I'm like, actually play these, man.
Yeah, do it.
So finally knocked out some of those. I don't have to feel like such a NES detractor now. I've never said a bad thing about the NES that, I don't like that thing. So
that fucking toaster.
But my beat list was sure showing it like, oh, you love NES, hey?
Every time another one would show up on Twitter, we're like, God damn it.
You ever play any of these games? So yeah. And then
I certainly don't.
And then next I just started playing Ghost of Tsushima, and I don't want to talk too much about it because everyone's been talking about that in Fall Guys. So
yeah,
it's a good game. It's a good game. It's like MXC with like Jelly Bean looking.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm sure it's one of those games that you play it. It's more fun. I'm hearing really good stuff about it, but I don't know. You got to play it on PS Plus, and I let mine lapse. We haven't been playing Predator, so when we're ready to play some more Predator, I'll get it.
Yeah. Captain Algebra actually asked me about that yesterday.
Yeah.
He was looking at my collection. He's like, "You still play that Predator game?" I was like, "No."
Still like it. We just haven't made the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You been watching anything?
I've been watching a few things. Well, I watched this today. Deathstroke Knights and Dragons.
I need that so bad.
Yeah, it just came out as far as I know. Well, Walmart just got it anyway. It could have been out for 6 months for all I know, but I think it just came out. It was in the new release cube, so I was like, I'll pick it up. That's different. They haven't really done the most they seem to do with Deathstroke. He's like been like a side character in a few.
It was in Teen Titans and stuff, wasn't he?
And what's that one?
Young Justice.
There's the one where. There's the one where him and Batman go back to where like they learned. Is that an episode of Teen Titans Go? I'm not thinking.
Yeah,
No, it was one of the newer ones of the Batman family where it had Batwoman in it. I cannot remember which one that is though right now. It was one of the more recent ones. I do not know.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar.
There's one where they go back to where where Deathstroke is part of it too. Maybe I'm mixing things up. I watch a lot of this shit. Sorry. And it's getting a little late. But it was cool to see a thing all about Deathstroke, and he's definitely been in a lot of Teen Titans stuff though. They just call him Slade on there. I guess they don't want to say Deathstroke on a kid's cartoon. Like, Slade.
Is that when Ron Perlman played him?
Yeah, even on the movie, they're like, "Oh, Deadpool! What? Hey, Deadpool! Before there was Deadpool. Come on, man!" And they're like, you're Deadpool."
I saw at the C2, one of the C2E2s out here. Ron Perlman was there doing like a Q&A, and someone asked him like what his approach to playing the part of Deathstroke was on Teen Titans or whatever, and he was just like, "Well, it's a kids show, so I can't go too dark." He goes, "But I still want to be kind of creepy." He's like, "So the only intention I had was just to go in there with the attitude of I'm going to scare all those motherfuckers." And he actually said it. Room's full of kids, and he says it like that. And I was just like,
"That's Ron Perlman for you.
Yep.
You do what
That's
you
the
want."
right hand of doom. You do not mess with the right hand of doom.
Yeah, he was it was a great movie. I'm gonna watch it again where I can hear it better because there was a lot kind of going on today. It was my son's birthday, so we were doing a lot of setup and stuff like that, visiting with people. So it was just kind of on. I just wanted to check it out so I could talk about it a little bit here tonight. So it was it was cool to see a nice like solo movie for once. You don't see a lot of solo movies. So and it wasn't boring, so I liked it.
I'll have to pick it up.
Yeah, so it sounds like by the sounds of it, the Superman one I think is out right away too. It might be up this week or next week. The way the commercial on here made it sound, it was like, get it. It isn't like coming soon. It was like, get it. You're like, okay, well, where is it?
Well, tell me where it is and I'll go.
Present it and I will buy it.
Yes.
So yeah, looking forward to that too. And besides that, I bought something to watch, but then you gave me your opinion on it and made me go, oh, well, I'll just throw it on the background when I want to watch something else. When I'm doing something else, when I'm doing some cleaning, I guess it's been a while since I bought a Godzilla movie, and I bought Shin Godzilla, which you say sucks ass. So that's a bummer. So I still intend to watch it, form my own opinion, but took a bit of the wind out of my sails. But yeah, well, it's
It is
Godzilla.
spoopy.
You said there's some good Godzilla action at least in it. And
When Godzilla's in it, but it's just it. I mean, I don't mind the old Godzilla movies. I mean, they mostly focus on the people
yeah,
instead of Godzilla because you can't have that the whole time. You know, Godzilla smashing shit. But in this one, it's just the things that the people are doing is what kills it, and it's basically just watching a bunch of bureaucrats talking about how they're gonna undo what Godzilla is currently doing to Tokyo, and it's like sitting in a frickin' town hall meeting listening to politicians talk. That's all it is.
So it's Attack of the Clones, but for Godzilla, it's just sitting and talking in
It's
the movie.
boring. It's like a really boring Godzilla movie. I remember watching it in the theater with my friends, and we're just like,
Is this guy gonna hit something, knock something over, step on something, do a little fire breath? So I don't know. Hopefully
it should be called Fne Godzilla.
Shmeh. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna check it out. I'll tell you what I think next episode, but
Okay.
I didn't get around to it yet. I got around to a movie that I didn't know anything about. So I've heard a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I was recalling the wrong Godzilla movie, but I remember hearing like a recent-ish Godzilla movie that wasn't King of the Monsters was really good, but wasn't this one, I guess. Must be another one. But yeah, like we were saying when you told me about this one, I was like, yeah, well, yeah, King of the Monsters got it right because it's one of the few things that's about a thing that's not a person, where they actually concentrate a lot about the thing that's not a person.
Yeah.
Like Transformers is all about the people. You're like, I don't care about them. Show me the robots.
Yeah. But then again, that would probably be like a $800 million movie if it was.
I would probably fund about 20 million of that with buying this shit. So
well, my thing is, if they can make an entire movie about CGI lions, why can't they make a movie about CGI robots?
Yeah, they don't need to be fighting the entire time. Just make a story that's about them, not just a backstory for 2 minutes at the beginning. And then you're like, this is why this teenager matters.
It's like, hey, we got a MacGuffin.
Now, there's a bit. No, you know, I'm not totally ripping on the Transformers movies. There are, but I would definitely say the War for Cybertron was better than those.
Oh yeah,
and the first 2 minutes of Bumblebee was better than all the other movies.
yes.
But yeah, I definitely like the War for Cybertron because I bought a lot of these because of it. I'm like, oh yeah, I like those things, don't I? Yeah, but I ended up I bought a few of them. The ones I got to have, I had to have Starscream. You know, I always got to have Starscream and Soundwave and shit. But then when I watched it, I was like, I'm gonna like this. Hey, Wallet, what you doing?
Yeah, haven't seen you in a while. Gotta
Fancy a trip
let
to
you
Walmart.
take you out so you can breathe.
He's not in the show yet. I'm assuming he must be coming up at some point. But I've been really tempted to grab Astro Train.
Oh God,
I haven't bought him yet, but also, as you can see behind me, there's not much room. The whole wall behind me basically looks like this, packed full of Transformer goodness.
am I seeing the Matrix behind you?
Matrix
Right
of
above your
Leader-
head. Is the Matrix above your head?
Matrix of Leadership?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Okay. That's
That's
what I
that's
thought I saw.
That's Rodimus Prime. Yeah, Rodimus Prime, and I think I've got
Is that an
there's-
Optimus one?
right next to his Optimus, who has it too. So you ain't
Hey.
got the only one. Yeah,
Till all are one.
yeah.
Light
So-
our darkest hour.
Buy either to get one. That's what it should say. Yeah. I don't know why I bought it. I've hated Hot Rod since I was a kid because of the movie.
Oh, because he got he got Optimus killed.
You stupid ass got him
Yeah.
killed.
It's like you fucking should have just stayed back and not be a freaking bitch.
What were you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tackle I'm gonna take out Megatron's legs.
Like, was there not a velvet rope around the battle area? Like, hey, don't step back here unless you're
Yeah.
Megatron or Optimus Prime.
Where was Cup to hold his ass back where he should have been?
Yeah. This is the VIP lounge of battling. Go fight a, I don't know, Insecticon or some shit.
Devastator still trying to trash shit over there.
Yeah, go jump and punch him in the knee or something.
Yeah.
Make
So
yourself
go and hit him
equal.
in his wrecking balls.
Go lay down in the way and hopefully slow him down a bit or something. So yeah, I bought him anyway, but fuck him.
Yeah.
It's one of those characters that you got to have at least one. And then I bought him, and then they came out with G1 remasters, and I was like, I guess I'll buy this idiot.
Yeah.
Stupid idiot. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
then they replaced. I remember how they killed They killed Optimus Prime in the movie, brought him back on the TV show, and basically replaced
he was a zombie.
Optimus Prime. Yeah, it was zombie Prime.
Yeah, he never really came back until like the Japanese continuation after season 3, like a short season 3. But I got all 3 of those, and they are awesome. Have you ever checked those out? Ooh-wee. Yeah, they put them out a couple of years ago, and I was so pissed off because I had the second part and the third part. But when the first part came, we had a spot for it at Walmart when I worked there, and it was there empty, and it never came in. Never came in. It came in on like a Wednesday, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm buying that Friday. And Friday, they started taking shit down because they're like, oh, yeah, we're switching it over for the next week, because every week they got the new movies that come out.
Mm-hmm.
And the spot had sat empty so long. It was like the shelf life of that being there, and they got rid of it. And I was like, ass! And I like dug through their cart and pissed everybody that worked in there off because they're like, okay, we got 5 copies of that. This goes here. We're being really organized. I'm like, where's the Transformer? And I never found it, and it was already gone, and I was so mad. They're like, it's already scanned out. We couldn't even sell it to you if you found it. And I'm like, so I got a good deal on the part 2 and part 3, but part 1 I had to like buy out of town for like $20 more, and I was like, well, at least I got it. But yeah, so much more intense. It's like every episode is like someone might die in this shit because Japan don't care.
Yeah.
Every
gives no fucks.
Every episode was like, I don't know, we'll shoot anyone in the face. Try
that's
it.
What took everyone by surprise in the actual movie, because they were just killing people left and right.
Oh yeah, they just like the Decepticons bust in and waste your whole freaking toy line so they can
kill
put
your
out
childhood.
A new one. Yeah, oh yeah, I might as well throw all those toys
like,
you bought.
How dare you kill Ironhide?
Yeah, they waste everybody in that movie, And they're like, oh, well, he's not completely dead. He's just a totally new toy that you have to buy because he looks nothing like he used to. So, yeah. So I've always liked the movie, but I've disliked a few characters as a result of it.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, that's a super long tangent. I don't even know how I got on about Transformers, but
it's okay. It's cool.
It's easy tipping point. So, do you have a movie that you would like to highlight for us? Or
yes. Well, I was going to talk about what I've been watching.
Yeah. What have you been watching?
Well, I watched the War for Cybertron also.
Yeah.
And I watched that all in one day. It was pretty fantastic.
I watched it all one day.
Made me feel like a little kid again.
Watched it all one day, and then I was like, yeah, I started watching this with my son. I watched one episode with him. Then I had to go to work. And then I came home and watched the whole rest of it. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, okay, don't be a shitty dad. Watch the whole thing again with your son. I was just like, I ain't waiting for no one.
No, I thought it was interesting. They did stuff with it. I like the fact that like Bumblebee was unaffiliated.
Yeah, and he was
reluctant. They actually did the whole thing with shit, what's his name? The one that was a Robotech toy.
Robotech toy.
The one that was a trade. The one that switched sides.
Oh,
I can never remember his
Jetfire.
Name. Jetfire.
Yeah.
I remember on the original box for the toy, it said that he was a Decepticon that switched over or something like that. But I don't think they ever did that on the cartoon. At least not that I remember.
Not that cartoon. I think they did in the what was it? The Armada series. I think they did that.
Yeah, I never saw any of that.
No, they don't have very many turncoats. There's like one in every other. There's like one in the Beast Wars too.
But I thought it was kind of cool that they did that, and you kind of get it. Everyone's motivation's a little bit in a gray area. I mean, like, yeah, Optimus is doing some shitty stuff too.
And he wasn't just the ultimate best anytime he fought.
No,
too.
he was kind of a dick at times too.
Yeah,
because he didn't know what he was doing a lot of the time.
Yeah, they kept the Autobot Decepticon thing kind of in a gray area where like you're not right with what you're doing, Prime, and Megatron actually seeming like he really believes like what he's doing is for the good of Cybertron, and like so I like that. Like
Yeah,
It wasn't
made it
just,
interesting.
you're the good guys, we're the bad guys. It's like,
Yeah.
are you sure what you're doing is right, Optimus?
Yeah, because there was a couple times where the stuff the Autobots did was kind of Decepticon-esque. So
yeah,
it was interesting. I liked the fact that they made it more for adults. I mean, a kid can enjoy it obviously because of shoot bang bang robot.
yeah.
But the adults would get way more out of it than the kids do. But it sounds like they made it for the adults anyway. So, but yeah, I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Hopefully, it's more episodes. That's my only problem.
And they brought back a space bridge.
Yeah, and it was all about. I hope they just keep it all about the Transformers.
Yeah.
Even if it goes to Earth, like don't even be like they're of no consequence. Don't even
Spike, no Spike.
You know, like there's been, Spike is like probably the smallest offender is like the kids on the original one. Like,
Spike
and everyone,
Sparkplug.
everyone since they're like that Prime series. Like, I didn't even mind the Prime series that came out a few years ago, but they always had these like 3 kids with them too. And I'm like, does there always have to be like a 3 kids? There's like a 3 kid rule that have to hang out with Transformers to keep them in line, so that the adults go, okay, Autobots must be good guys. They don't kill our kids. Let's leave our kids unsupervised with them.
And they give them rides to school.
Gigantic robot, just climb into my chest cavity. I'll drive you to school. Yeah, and then then they're just the
What's
constant,
this grease I keep finding? It's my blood.
The constant, they're just a constant thing to have to save, and I'm like, it seems lazy. It's like the kryptonite thing with Superman.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, I don't know. Well, you can't hurt Superman. Oh, well, I got a kryptonite knife. Oh, okay, well now you're badass. Like, yeah, they don't like. Oh, well, they got the kids. Of course, they got the kids because the kids didn't listen, and they followed them anyway when they weren't supposed to because they said it was dangerous because they thought they could be helpful, but they're 8 years old. Yeah, so I'm glad there was a large absence of that. It reminded me of the War for Cybertron games, which is what I liked so much about those.
Yeah.
War for Cybertron, Fall for Cybertron. Yeah. What else you been watching?
I also realized that I have access to HBO Max. So
so you must have had it for a while and just didn't realize.
Well, I had HBO Go.
Okay.
Because my mom has HBO, so she gave me her HBO Go code. So I was like, I wonder if this works with HBO Max also. So I logged on to that and it worked. So I've been watching it, and they are buying everything. They've bought a lot of DC stuff. I mean, they're going to be doing the Justice League Snyder's Cut also. Yeah,
it's exclusive on there. Yeah.
So I rated that, and I watched the entire 2 seasons of Harley Quinn.
Sweet.
The animated Harley Quinn show. That is awesome.
I know, I love it.
It is so legit funny.
Yeah, it's definitely not for kids, and that's what makes it great. No.
Well, the first thing you hear is like Harley Quinn calling someone like a motherfucker, or something. So.
Oh yeah, they flip out. They're not. They're not. Yeah, it's something. If you're watching with your kids, you'd have to have.
Yeah, earmuffs. But like, I love all the characters. I like the whole thing. I mean, one of my problems with the Harley Quinn character since the beginning was like, why are you in this relationship with this guy? It's like obviously this toxic relationship, right?
This toxic codependent relationship. Yeah.
And the whole first season is all about Harley realizing that and trying to break away from the Joker and do her own thing and realize she doesn't need him in her life to be happy. Yeah, it's excellent. And it's really well done, and it's done like as like a really overly violent, really adult sitcom.
Yeah, it's done really well. I still haven't watched all of the first season, but I'm meaning to keep going on. I haven't been hanging out in the garage as much as I previously was, and I was getting a lot of watching done and while I was setting stuff up. But
yeah, it's great. I love the voice cast. Kaylee Cuoco is great as Harley Quinn. I really like Lake Bell as Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy is like probably my favorite character on the show, next to King Shark. King Shark cracks me the fuck up.
It's one of those shows where like usually they've got like the funny guy, like Ghostbusters has Venkman. He's always got the funny line, and usually that's very exhausting when every character is the funny one. But it works so well in this that you're like, there's a couple serious characters, but not very many. Everyone's got their funny scenes. Like everyone gets a chance to shine. And that's what I was really impressed with about the series.
And like as a filmmaker, like Clayface cracks me up because everything with him is like an acting job.
Yeah.
Like, hey, he's always doing that. Like, hey,
His grandiose
great.
theater.
Alan Tudyk plays him great, and he plays the Joker too.
Oh, sweet! I didn't know that.
And the voice casting on that show is great. I mean, like, what's his name from Seinfeld plays the landlord, Jason Alexander.
Yeah,
it is so good. It is so good.
Yeah.
And then the second season goes into weird territory where it's like post-apocalyptic almost.
Awesome!
It's
Can't wait to
great.
can't wait to continue with it. Another one I need to continue with that you can actually watch now.
Yeah,
It's Titans.
Well, not yet. It's not there yet.
Oh, it's not on there yet. Oh.
No, they're. I think they're doing little bit by little bit.
Oh, they're migrating it from HBO Go to that. Okay.
So we got Doom Patrol, which I still have to watch. It's in my queue though.
That's kind of weird that they had that already, but like it's.
I think it's because it's more popular.
Yeah,
I think it's because it's more popular than Titans is.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they got Harley Quinn, they got Doom Patrol, and the Batman series, and the Batman Beyond, and a bunch of the movies, right? But yeah, a little bit by little bit. We haven't gotten like Swamp Thing yet, which I need to watch.
Yeah, I gotta continue watching that. I started watching with the wife, and she was all like, you can watch without me. And then I just kind of haven't got around to watching it by myself. But what I did, like, I liked, but I just have to go back to it. That's the problem I have. If I've got time to do something, and it's something I can't watch with the kids, I'm usually just like, play some games.
I figured because they got the Snyder Cut coming, they're just gonna like parse it out to keep you interested in DC properties until it comes out next year.
Well, yeah. So you're not using what I assume they probably give you like
a little at the start, yeah.
Well, they give you like they'll give you like a free week or free month or whatever, and someone will be like, okay, cool, I'll watch it all right now, and then just I won't sleep for a month, and then I'll cancel it.
Yeah, which is what I do with like CBS All Access. I watch the Star Trek show for the free week, and then I cancel it, and I'm done.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then I also watched all of Watchmen, the first season of Watchmen.
Cool. I've been hearing good stuff about it.
Was not prepared for that show.
Yeah, I heard it's like...
It is intense. I thought it was just going to be kind of like the movie, where it's, superhero-y type things going on. It's barely about superhero stuff. It's just a lot of like topical stuff. It's got racism stuff. It's mainly about racism, and so
a lot of it is like the dark tone stuff from the movie. Like there are a couple of scenes where you're like, "Whoa, that was out of nowhere."
Harsh. Every episode is like every episode looks like a blockbuster movie.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
It is so well done, but it is intense. There is a flashback episode. I think it's episode 5. My jaw just dropped, and I was just my mouth was open the whole episode. I was just like, "What is happening?" It is just insane but it's amazing. It's amazing. It's one of the best shows I've seen. It is so good.
Definitely have to check it out. I don't think it's on anything I can watch it on. Yeah. I think HBO Max might be in Canada too. It might be. I think it's an add-on for Prime. I think so. Depending on how much it is, maybe
I would do it.
Maybe I'll check it out.
But like Trent Reznor does the music for the show, and it's great. Great acting too, right across the board. It's such a good show. I cannot wait for season 2 if they do it. I've heard rumors that it might have been canceled already, but it's gotten nominated for all these.
We got COVID
Emmys,
canceled. You mean they weren't able to make more of it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's nominated for all these Emmys. I don't see why they wouldn't.
I'm hoping that season 2 of The Boys isn't held up because of COVID.
No, this is the third. Second season is supposed to be coming out next month.
Yeah, I've been waiting. That show blew me away. I loved it. So
yeah, it was good.
I want more.
And then I started watching his Dark Materials on HBO Max, which is the TV show version of The Golden Compass, which came out like in 2008 or 2009.
Yeah.
And I read the books that it's based on, his Dark Materials books, and basically, like, I think the first season is 8 episodes, and by I want to say episode 4, it was like basically the first third of the movie.
Oh, wow.
So they stretched it out, and now they're starting to introduce. They're introducing stuff from the second book in it now, which is weird.
I never checked out The Golden Compass.
The movie is bad. The movie, it's like
don't. Okay.
Yeah, the movie. Well, I didn't know any better back then because I hadn't read the books yet. But I usually try not to compare things like that, like the book versus the movie type of thing.
Like what, all those things. It's like
That I just hate everything.
trying to enjoy the movie first, because
Yeah.
then if you read the book, you might be like, oh, actually, it was shit. But I enjoyed
So like
it.
I saw the movie and I thought it was okay, but then I read the book and it's like, wow, they just describe everything so much better in here, and things kind of make sense. And the book ended on a really dark thing happening to somebody, and the movie just ends with this happy ending. And it's just like it's them trying to cram something that should be 6 hours long into like a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. Well, that's what sucks so bad about movies sometimes. And sometimes you're like, this should be a series, or like you watch a movie that's way too long and you're like, this could have been an episode of a show.
Yeah, it is. it does work better as a long form TV show, and it has a good cast too. You know, like James McAvoy's in it, and
well, the thing was before
the girl that played
Scream-
Logan's daughter in Logan, she's the lead character.
Okay, X-23.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's so great about streaming services now, is that TV budget is like movie budget now with like a lot of that stuff. Where that's probably why a lot of movies that could have been shows didn't get made to be shows, because we want the budget to at least try make it look good, so you don't end up with some Kevin Sorbo shit.
Yeah, you don't want to watch Cleopatra 2525.
Yeah, so it's but now we're like, whoa, no, let's just make that a series, because it'll be there's blockbuster series now, not just terrible CG $30 an episode TV shows.
No shit. But yeah, it's great. I got 2 episodes left before I'm done with the first season of it, so I can't. It's really good. I like it.
Cool. Yeah, well, I need to get watching some more stuff. I've been kind of neglecting the watching. If I start watching stuff lately, it's just and I'm not doing something else. Like, I can even be slowly doing something and just totally fixated on watching it. But if I'm just sitting and watching, I'm just old manning it lately. Just this is really interesting. I'm totally into it, but you would not know it by looking at me right now. I am struggling. So yeah. So you got a retro movie, or
I do actually.
You want to highlight? I want to hear what it is.
So I've been trying to get more 3D Blu-rays.
Since when?
Since always.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in my research of what's available, I started to learn that there's really old movies from the 50s and 60s available on 3D Blu-ray that were in 3D in the theater back in the day.
Yeah, when you showed me some of those, I was just like...
Yeah, and I just bought another one. I just bought The Creature from the Black Lagoon, the original one, and it's in 3D.
Neat!
So I can't wait for that show. But I found an old Alfred Hitchcock movie called Dial M for Murder in 3D. I watched that. That was pretty... It wasn't it wasn't one of those movies where things are poking you in the face. It was like Avatar. It was just like depth of perception stuff,
Yeah.
But then I also found the original House of Wax with Vincent Price.
3 dimension. It doesn't say 3D. 3 dimension.
3 dimensions, yes. The thing is, this I did not realize, but when this came out, this was the highest grossing 3D movie ever made.
Oh.
This made 3D a thing. That's why people keep trying to bring it back, because this movie made so much money.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I did not know that. But it's not like the original, the remake that we got with Paris Hilton in it. It's basically Vincent Price has a wax museum, and his partner isn't really getting any money out of it. There's no profit really for him, so he decides to burn it down while Vincent Price is in it and collect the insurance money. Mm-hmm. And Vincent Price gets horribly burned, and then he kind of pulls a Dark Man.
Awesome.
And covers himself up with makeup so he doesn't look burned, but he's actually at night going out and looking for the people that fucked him over or are fucking him over right now and is killing them in 3D.
Awesome. Yeah, I did see the Paris Hilton one, and she was definitely I think at the time she was the draw, because I want to see this stupid bitch die.
Well, that was the best part of the movie, was watching them kill her slowly with that pipe in her head.
The rest of it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah,
style,
I enjoyed it.
I liked it, but you're just like, get her out of the way so we can actually get on
Yeah.
to like what seems like a cool movie.
Well, yeah, they I don't know where they got that from because they are not alike, except for the fact that there's like a wax museum in both of them.
In the name.
That's about it. That's the only thing that's. But
I'll
in
have to check
3D,
it
it
out.
really works. There's you know like those paddles that have the rubber ball on it attached by that rubber string.
Yeah,
There's a
like,
scene where the
game-
guy is hitting that at the camera. And seriously, I went like there was that lead because it caught me by surprise because the guy does it twice. And the first time it happened, I went. Well, first time he flung at me, I went, "Hey!"
Hey, watch it, man. Your VR is like in your lap.
And there's a lot of really good 3D gags because this is the one where they are really like poking you in the face with stuff all the time, and it really works.
That's cool.
So I highly recommend it if you have any way to watch a 3D Blu-ray of any kind.
I've never seen the original, so I'll definitely have to check it out. You know what really sucks? I don't know if I've ever even mentioned it before, but that you can't just hook up 2 VRs.
Oh yeah,
Even just for movie, because I definitely tried it when I had 3 of them here. And I was like, so if we want to watch it together, because my wife was like, I want to watch 3D movies. And I was like, it would be so cool.
so
But
you gotta have 2 PS4s.
yeah, 2 PS4s and 2 of each movie.
Yeah,
Damn it! It's like there's no couch co-op for VR movies.
you can't co-stream it.
Yeah, they hopefully that's something they fix on the PS5.
Hey,
My bad.
could be. So I got my retro movie highlight. Do you have a PSVR highlight?
I sure do.
Maybe, possibly, could be.
I don't play a lot of sports-ish games, but I do like punching people in the face.
Oh,
So I went with Creed: Rise to Glory, which is a good punch people in the face game. And I actually played through this all in one sitting, and I got the sweatiest I've ever been playing a VR game.
I got pretty sweaty with Iron Man, though. I will admit, I got pretty sweaty.
I had a vent basically right above me blowing down on me, but I was just like, yeah, kind of hot in these rhinos. It was like,
You got to play it with your shirt off.
it was just like, I think I got in my fight weight, like just playing this game. It got me in shape. So I've never played it again because
Yeah, it's a
it's
workout.
like it's an actual workout. You're really moving around a lot to avoid getting hit, but it works better than Wii boxing, which is like what I would say is like the next closest thing to it.
Yeah, I remember that response was the response time on that was terrible.
Yeah, the punch out I think is a little bit better than the Wii boxing, but yeah, that's the closest thing you can compare it to. But nothing, there's nothing to give you. You'd have to pull back like this, I think, in the Wii boxing, wasn't it? We go like this to dodge.
Yeah,
or
I think so. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, it's not that bullshit. You actually move your head.
yeah.
I know you could kind of cheese it a bit by like sissy fighting. You just go. like no boxing you'd ever want to watch.
Yeah,
Like this trained boxer that's like, and you're just one guy going, no, don't
Stop.
get out of here.
Stop.
Yeah, there's even a cool like the knockdown mechanic is like it's almost like you're fighting back to life.
Huh?
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Have you played this yet?
A little bit. I played it a little bit. Yeah.
When you get knocked down and it's like you can see it's like you gotta like I can't remember what you do to bring yourself like you gotta like go like this or something, and then like you see the pictures like at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
It's like you're
I
coming
remember
back to
being
life.
foggy.
Yeah, it comes back to life, and I thought that was just so cool. And you fight a lot of like people you'd recognize, and Rocky talks to you and crap like that. And you can fight as him later on. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They got all the characters you'd want to know about. Like you can fight Paulo, Ivan Drago, Rocky. I don't get to beat up Mickey though, so that kind of sucks.
You're a bum. You're a bum, Rock.
Yeah, so it's too bad. And there's no montage really. You train in the gym. There's no beating up meat in the locker and stuff like that, and running up and pulling a plow and whatever all those other montages are running in the snow.
Pulling the plow.
But it's a good one. So Even if you're not a big fan of boxing, check it out because I'm not a bad fan of boxing at all. I don't, that's the closest thing to sports that I would give a shit about, like wrestling or a boxing game. So give it a shot if you want something different. It's a good kind of palate cleanser. I had a lot of fun with it, so do it.
And you're gonna get all schwitzy while you're doing it.
Ooh, a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Well, too close.
I hope you got a little can of deodorant with you while you're sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, this place is a little funktastic. Sorry, I've been sweating up a storm.
Yeah, it's definitely not one of those games you wanna trade off and play with someone else because you stink. Go take a shower.
Yeah, I hope you cleaned out that VR helmet.
Yeah, it's
all foggy in there. It's all fogged up.
You stink and it's all wet, and where you're sitting's all wet. It's just gross. You stink.
It's all moist.
You're bad at the game and you stink. So, yeah. So enough about that. But definitely have a towel. Like, there's a reason they have towels in boxing. At least you don't have to have someone stitch you up in between. So it's as real as I want it to get anyway. Anyway, I'm ready to do something pretty crazy.
Yeah, I got an itching for something.
I need to spin a damn wheel.
The wheel of roulette.
I'm feeling lucky. How about you?
I feel lucky, punk.
I feel pretty lucky.
I don't know. Let me bring up my list here real quick.
All right. Say when. And if you're playing at home, I want to hear what you got, and I want to hear what you think of it.
How many numbers do they got to have on their list?
1 to 36, 0, and 00. So 38 games that you want an excuse to play in any capacity. You've played it before. You haven't played it before. It's been collecting dust on your shelf. Whatever. Even do it with a movie if you want. I don't care. Just something on your list. Just tell me what you end up having to buy.
Well, I know Captain Algebra's been thanking us for these.
Good. Happy to hear it. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Well, without further ado, for luck, my bad breath somehow does something. Spin it.
Spin that wheel.
I hope I get a game. And I might. Comes up chores. And we got numero 5. That's number 5 for people who Spanish. What do you got, buddy?
I got Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's family-friendly Ghostbusters, but Ghostbusters is also family-friendly Ghostbusters. So what the hell?
I don't know. There's no Keymaster and Gatekeeper. That's sex.
I might have gotten lucky. I mean, all the games on here I really want to play, so I consider them all lucky, but I got a game with your boy. I got Predator Hunting Grounds. I've never fully played through this game.
There you go.
I have played it. It is great. But I've actually seen my brother play more of it than I played myself because he actually bought it back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And the copy I have now, I think, is the copy that he had. So
well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Nice.
I don't know if that was apparent enough, but I'm a fan of Predator. So
I managed to talk Captain Algebra into buying a copy of Predator 2 on the Genesis yesterday.
Cool. So are you saying I should do Predator 1 on NES, Predator 2 on Genesis, Alien vs. Predator on Super Nintendo and Game Boy, and then Predator Hunting Grounds?
Yes.
No one, what's up? No one challenging me to do it? Maybe I'll just do it anyhow.
Do it.
Maybe I'll just do it anyhow.
Now, come on.
Yeah.
Do now.
Okay. Well, I've already played Alien
The Dutch compels you.
I've already played Alien vs. Predator Extinction on the PS2. I played
is that the strategy one?
The RTS game. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never beat that either. I should.
It's fun. That's fun. I like it. I played it on the Xbox before I crapped out.
maybe I'll replace that with that because I've never beat that. I've only played a few missions on that.
There you go.
Got to keep some alien and prep.
Okay, Freddy.
that was my alien. That was my little mouth.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know how if I'll be able to play through the Predator on NES. I'm sure happy I own it.
I'm sure you are.
But I own it.
So happy. So happy.
That cover sure is cool. That's about it.
Yeah. I've seen it on the poster somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I watched Megadan play it, and it looked like a laugh ride of fun.
It looked like Rambo.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. You have fun with that.
Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try to do it.
Predator September.
I gotta fight that.
Predator Timber.
We have
Predator.
Predatember.
Predatember.
Yeah, sounds good. Predatember to remember. Now it's a
Your
fucking
poet
pay-per-view.
didn't know it.
Now it's a pay-per-view. So yeah, the pay-per-view of punishment hurt myself.
And there's been requests out there.
Oh yeah?
In regards to something that you need to do pretty soon.
Oh, me?
Yes.
What do I need to do?
You need to do another WWF stream.
Ooh. Maybe I'll have to switch this one up and get Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 and make everyone in that. I do want to do another of that stream. I had a lot of fun with that.
That was awesome.
But
I was just happy that I got to be out of Smash JT.
Yeah, well, it was so good. It was so good. So was our champion. He narrowly him and Radical Reggie just had a battle for the ages at the end there.
I got the venganza for the captain.
Yeah. It was great. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, go back and watch it. It's still on the channel.
Yes. I forgot to totally bring that up last time when Sawyer was on, that he was our reigning champion, or he was your reigning champion.
I thought I mentioned it. Maybe
Did
I
you?
didn't. Maybe
I don't remember.
Maybe I didn't.
Then again,
to.
It was also 3 a.m. I could be forgetting.
Yeah. I do recall that it was quite a late one, but it was a good one. So go back and watch that. Go back and watch the stream. It's still on there. Maybe I'll have to contact Mr. John Riggs for a repro of that, because I know he was selling something a little while ago.
Do it. Do now. Or maybe you should just do it on WWE 2020.
Ooh, well, I did just get that, even though I didn't bring it up.
Oh, you should totally do it and watch it crash 500 times.
Jankfest. Yeah, well, the No Mercy crashed that one time randomly.
Yeah, it did totally, didn't it?
Who was it? Was it one of the game beaters? Was like doing a leg drop or something, and it like froze the game. Or no, I think it was Joel from Media Glitch actually.
Yeah, he glitched that.
yeah. I think that's what it was. Yeah, and then I had to remember who had been in and already out because I did like a randomizer.
Yeah,
and then I had to reset it. But it went good. It actually didn't take too long to set back up, so it was.
I remember it was pretty quick.
Fun had by all.
It was good.
It was a good. So yeah, I do want to do another one of those. It's only been just over a year since I did it, so it was my first stream, and to have like 100 people or something watching it was pretty cool. Like,
because it was everyone wanted to see that shit.
Yeah,
everyone.
How many first time streams get like 100 viewers? That was pretty tight.
Not me.
I'll have to get another commentator for that. We'll do the line because it was fun commentating.
We could super enabler bro it.
Color commentate. Or either get someone that doesn't like me because you know how they always like bicker each other. Like, you're just an idiot. You don't want that.
Hey, I can do it. I can do it.
We'll just smash JP. We'll just get some beef going before the we'll roast each other. So we're
just randomly go on Twitter and be like, "Fuck you, Kens and Kreese." What?
What? Yeah. So that'd be cool because I had a lot of fun with it last time. Well, we have a lot of the characters in there, so if anyone wants back in, we could easily do another one on No Mercy. I didn't delete anyone, so
gotta have Saru hold on to his title.
I had a couple people say that they want to do like specialty matches too, like have the battle royale, but have like a cage match. I think Cap challenged Smash JT to do a cage match.
Do it. Totally, just do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Have certain people separate from the main Rumble thing,
Yeah.
And just have them do the preamble leading up to the actual rumbles, like these little matches.
The rumble is the most of the, there's a couple matches and there's the rumble usually, and then there's the title match at the end. So
yeah, do that. Title match should be Saru versus Reggie.
Reggie in like a ladder match or something. That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
The only thing that bummed me out a little bit is that it was like a hardcore match, but it didn't leave the ringside. And that game has some great backstage areas in it. And I was like, no one even got into the backstage.
Does it have weapons like outside the ring too?
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, there's
no one did any of that shit.
A couple of people grabbed a weapon, I think, but that was about it. And they quickly, at least that one, like it's not WrestleMania 2000. WrestleMania 2000, when you hit someone and they're holding a weapon, they just drop it into the void. It just goes away. But if you drop it in No Mercy, it just goes on the ground. So at least you can pick it back up.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. Let's do some brainstorming. Because now I got the new setup. I want to get back to videos, and I want to do some streams. Do it now.
Do it now. Come on. Do it now. Come on, Jason. What the fuck?
So yeah, the only thing that was tough is like I think we'd have to make the battle royale smaller if someone's going to do specialty matches, because I think I used up most of the creator wrestler spots where like
did you have 40 people?
Yeah, it's 40-person knockout first blood Royal Rumble, but then like no one was like allowing each other to get knocked out, so I had to put first blood on because someone would be like doing the like struggle to get up, and then someone would be like
go down to like 25 people.
Yeah.
Go down like 25, and then use all the other people for the individual matches.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, we'll set it up. Yeah, we'll start putting a tweet out and getting people interested.
Got the hamster wheel turning.
I thought you were reeling me in like a.
Oh, that too.
I got him on the hook.
That too.
I got him on the hook. Yeah, so he was hoping we can get something going. But yeah, I'd like to try something in virtual pro wrestling too, but I'd have to get familiarized with it because I don't know how.
Does any of the Fire Pro Wrestling games do stuff like that?
Oh, I'm sure that would take forever, though. I'm sure. Like No Mercy was easy because I've played that so extensively that it was like pretty like, oh, I'll use that face in that hat will kind of look like that guy.
Yeah.
But like some of the people that opted in for the last one, I was like, I don't even know what this guy looks like, and I had to do research. And then I felt like a creep. I'm like, this guy that I don't know wants to be in here. I'm like, I'm totally cool because that's what this is all about. It was about like community building, meet new people, like giving everyone a chance. And I was like, I have no idea what this guy looks like, so I had to like, okay. And I had to have little like the YouTube names in with like what their name was on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So I'd be like, now I can finally know what that guy looks like. Or else I just have to, put an Ultimate Warrior face paint on and be like, that's that guy. I don't know what he looks like. The blank from Dick Tracy.
Oh jeez. Yeah.
That was Madonna. You didn't even know. Spoiler.
Madonna.
Spoiler for a 30-year-old movie.
Yeah. Sorry,
Dick Tracy fans. But if you're a Dick Tracy fan, you probably would have watched the one.
And Kane is RoboCop 2.
That's true.
Same summer.
And Kevin Nash is the Super Shredder. Wrestlers.
Oh.
And he was
who kills himself.
Yeah. And he was also the Russian guy in the
Punisher.
Second Punisher movie. The Thomas Jane Punisher. Anyway. This was a pretty lengthy we had a lot to talk about. See, we thought we didn't have much to talk about.
I know, and we had less preamble to an episode than we've ever had, and we talked the most, almost as long as when we talked with Saru. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoy, and you know what to do. Spin that wheel. We spin that wheel. Pick your game, your movie, or whatever you want to put on that wheel. Spin that wheel. I'm glad I didn't get chores. It was a close one. Just kidding. I could have gotten Farm Simulator 2020. Yikes. It was mow your actual lawn. Oh, shit. Damn it. Dishes again. Do Harvest Moon things, but in real life. No, that takes months. No. None of that's fun. It's barely fun in the game. No. All right. Bye. Well, thanks for hanging out. Happy birthday to you. This is why
This was a birthday extravaganza. That's why it's so long. That's our excuse this time. We have an excuse. We have an out. We didn't even eat cake on stream.
I'm fat enough.
I had cake earlier today because it's my son's birthday too. So, well, damn.
Nah.
I'm not even that big of a fan of cake, but it was pretty good, like peanut butter cake. It was different. Yeah.
Ooh,
Like Reese
I'm hungry
stuff.
now.
You're like, suddenly cake is inside.
My inner glutton's coming out to play.
Hurry before we change.
Yeah.
All
Seven
right.
deadly sins.
I'm lusting for the cake right now.
I'm lusting for the glutton.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for sticking around and hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hasta la vista, baby.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.